Daniel does look like the kind of kid that used to Dear Diary.
I missed out on like half of year 11 because I was traveling.
Man trying to learn the Quran, some man trying to see what Quran.
If you are famous right now, you almost can't become not famous anymore.
I'm not really controversial. I said, okay, don't write Allah's name on thing. Apparently that's controversial.
I wasn't sure if I could hang out with you at 7, 8, and 9.
Anyone who would perform songs in assembly.
I was one of those kids.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Disruption Podcast.
Yes.
221.
Wow.
We're what, 7 days into our Japan trip right now?
Yeah.
It's such a good place. Don't you love this place?
I love Japan so
It's
much.
actually so
I
good.
am one of the locals.
Carlos, you having fun?
Yeah, like I'm getting your stories. It looks very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, vlogs are good.
Bro.
loving it, man.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yes, indeed.
episode 221.
Wow.
Like, comment, subscribe, share this around with some people.
But more
Over
importantly,
here, scan the QR code.
Yes.
If you're watching this, buy yourself tickets to the live show. Live show is happening. Very exciting time.
I think right now it's 75% sold out.
I think so.
At
Boys,
this point,
At this point, it's actually
boys, tell me
75.
who's there for the live show. Who's joining us?
We got Teddy doing a stand-up.
do some stand-up comedy.
Yeah, that's
man.
going to be good. He's actually doing a round. He's going to run Australia right
Yeah,
now.
look at
Yeah.
that.
We're
National
We're the
touring
final
guys.
date of his tour.
Yeah,
How about that?
we actually are. We got Ecosystem.
Yup.
Shout out to Eco. That's going to be dope. Mike Wang, kicking off the night. Still a couple of artists still need to confirm.
I think just one.
Just one.
Just
Remaining
one.
just one. But
Just
we
one.
also have
We
some
gotta
dope
wait.
MCs
Oh, the
and
MC
hosts
is
to hold us down.
Yeah, shout out to Lydia
Yeah.
and Beza.
Yes, indeed.
It's gonna
And
be
then
a
we've
good
got some
night.
podcasters as well joining
How
us
could
too.
we forget the podcast?
Yeah,
Yeah, are we part of this show at all? Like, are we part of our own
This
live
is
show?
one thing that I realized is like we keep doing this because I was sending the brief out to like other podcasts as well. Like today,
Yeah.
I was like, "Yo, if you don't mind, just like do a little drop for us, whatever." And I would give them the rundown, and I was like, "Do I need to say that we're also podcasting there?"
At this point.
this is not very clear anymore. But
Yeah,
bittersweet talking
Yes.
trophies are going to be there.
Yes, indeed.
They're
man.
doing their own thing, and we're gonna be there, of course, chatting to y'all.
100%. But look,
For
we're
sure.
dedicated to you guys.
Mm.
We're all the way in Japan right now,
Yes.
but we decided to shoot this episode early. So we don't know what's going to happen in the world between when this is recorded and when this is released. But we also went out the way to get a great guest as well. We got Mona Khalifa with us.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
There we go.
Shout out.
Oh, snap. We didn't even say our names
Okay,
yet.
cool. Let's do
We
it.
didn't do our own introductions
Love
after
the
all that.
intro.
Would you actually
Should we
forget?
do it?
Yeah,
I
let's
did
do it.
forget.
Run it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
It's Noor the Baghdadi,
Chief Olasaji in the building, baby.
He's the prince.
Yeah.
and it's our guest.
Mona.
Yeah.
My Weezy's not here today.
Mm,
She's handling business.
Yeah, she on her
But
way.
she might join us
Potentially
later on.
her way. Yes,
So
indeed.
hopefully
yes,
she can
indeed.
join us.
How you doing?
How you feeling?
I'm okay. Bit
Yeah.
cold, but
Oh, snap. We never changed the
no,
aircon.
don't change it. Don't change it. I'm
Like, are
just
you
always
actually
cold.
Like, is it cold in here or is it cold
I'm
outside?
anemic.
Ah, okay, so we probably should have.
I'm East African. I don't know
probably-
what you want.
Probably should have put the aircon down, eh? Bro, I
all we
walked
do.
in. I was like, this is way too damn hot, and they're gonna love me when they walk in here and they're like, yo, I love the temperature. I was like, hey, should I turn it off? You're like, yeah, it's freezing in here. I'm like, oh, far out.
You're
My one
way
job.
off.
We
You're
got it
way
all
off.
wrong.
One job, bro. Got it all wrong, man. One job. I can't, man.
How do you combat anemia? Is that what it's called, anemia?
said,
Yeah.
what do you do?
Well, you're supposed to, get your shots, get
Like,
eat
I
more
send
red meat
it.
and all that stuff. But mine's a little bit more complicated.
Mm.
So, but I definitely do need an infusion, like ASAP.
Bro, it's such a. You're right. The East African thing, like, it's very, very prevalent around there. Yeah.
That lactose intolerance, like everything. God said.
Nah, lactose intolerance is crazy. Where did that come from? That one there.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Yeah.
One of my friends, like, he's everything intolerant almost. I'm like, dog, when did this happen to you, bro? Like
Like,
went
what-
through high school, everything was good. Like, what happened? Like, what switched up that now we can't eat yogurt together? Bro?
Nah,
Like, what do you mean, bro?
I'm that friend.
It is, man.
That's
It's
also,
mad.
it's so weird how so much of that lactose intolerance is like when you grow up.
You're
Mm.
fine.
Why?
Because I think, I don't know.
Like you just
people are
stop needing milk or?
No, I don't think it's stop needing milk, but certain things like allergies can, develop
Yeah.
like later on.
Oh, that's an
Yeah.
L.
And
It's a
East
fat
Africans
L.
are like up
Or like
there in
perennial
terms of
prevalent,
that.
yeah.
What other allergies do you have?
Man said medical history. Give me the whole.
Nah, I
said,
know it's
give
gonna
me-
be something like chili or something.
No. Spice is all right. Spice is good.
Oh
Yeah.
man, this fully out here. This is like what do you call
Medical
it?
history?
No, I was gonna say disrespecting the ancestors and can't take spice in the
Literally.
food. Come on, what's going on here? Mine is crazy with the hay fever
Oh,
because
You
right.
that
see,
came on out of nowhere
Crazy.
for me.
I'm one of God's favorites, so
The
my
hay
nose
fever?
works.
Yeah,
like,
me
it's
too.
little, but it works.
Fam, year
Which
10.
is weird because in Papua New Guinea, most people don't have hay fever.
Man, I actually don't have any ideas. This is
The
good.
listeners are like, where did Papua New Guinea come from in this conversation?
They're gonna be
right?
so confused.
Bro, I remember the time in like, it was year 10 or something. I'm like, whoa, the air's actually a little bit spicy right now. Like, I'm actually feeling some effects. I'm like, don't tell me this is hay fever, because I've been roasting everyone my whole like educational life. From primary school up until that point, I was roasting, especially one of my friends. His eyes would get like mad.
I remember you called someone childish because they had hay. Bro,
So was
His
it
job.
recent?
legit, the following year, this
So
guy
year
started
10, year
getting
10
it.
was what? I don't know how long. How long ago was year 10 at this point?
I can't even say
10 years?
because
probably?
then he'll expose my age.
Yeah, 10
For
would
you,
have
it'd
been
be 10 years, yeah.
about 10 years or something like that, yeah, from now. And I was like, damn, this is the worst revelation I've had. I don't know myself anymore. Right. And it's been downhill since then. It's
What about you? Do you have any?
Nah, nothing. Nothing at all.
This guy just can't drink tea like a child, right?
I can drink tea. I don't drink tea. I've never had tea or coffee in my life.
That's crazy.
Are you even Iraqi?
You see, this is what everybody says.
Yeah,
and I just
yeah.
don't like that because
What do you mean?
I already feel
How do
excluded.
you
and
function in
That's
society?
your signature.
okay,
man.
so this is my logic. And as soon as I say it, everyone agrees with me. Okay. So my thing is a drink should be refreshing. Fair? Fair?
No!
Don't pull faces at me.
How
And if
is
I
tea not
can't
refreshing?
send it
Yeah.
quick,
Pause.
then it's
Hey,
not.
yo.
I'm not refreshed.
Hey, yo.
Nah,
It's
like,
just a-
no, I actually get that.
No.
I-
Orange juice, ugh, perfect.
Hey, yo.
Water,
No, these
perfect.
sound effects are mad, but
Yeah, I know. Whoever's listening audio.
Nah, Carlos did the most there.
Nah,
that
nah,
one
nah.
there was
That's
nothing.
what it was.
Right, that's
That
not a
one-
twisty.
This guy got
That's
excited.
what- that was-
Twisty.
This
That's
guy
what it
got-
was
Lord
doing.
have mercy.
Oh my
Sorry,
goodness,
yes, you were
man.
saying.
No, but tea is refreshing. Like even if it's on a hot day, like it makes you cooler.
Yeah.
Ooh, whoa, that's crazy.
No, this is true.
Really?
It's ethnic science. It works.
I think that the thing is,
Yeah.
it increases something about internal temperature, which makes external feel less hot, something
Yeah.
like that.
So
this
you
is what
see a
it
lot
is.
of people in
Oh
like
no,
Sudan
man,
and
y'all
stuff.
got a WhatsApp chain.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember in the prime heat of Iraq, one time we were there, and the people outside just drinking
Yeah.
these like
Continue.
stikan. Like I don't know what you guys call it, but it's like little glass of tea.
Yeah.
It's like this much tea and this much sugar, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, bro,
Like half the thing is
Sukkar
just sugar.
mashai.
we actually,
That's
yeah,
it.
we actually love sugar, man. Like,
Oh, no,
Yeah.
Sudanese people love sugar.
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
days.
yeah.
You- my sister would be like, yeah, like 2 sugars.
two
Yeah,
only.
she'd be like, yeah, put that in my tea.
Oh my!
Alright.
Did you do this? Is that what?
Yeah, I was gonna
just
say-
picked that
two
shit.
Yeah,
sugars,
two. And I was like, wait.
I was like, hey, bro, the mathematics was going on here. What kind of
I was
Richard
gonna
math is
say
this?
two sugar
Two
sounds-
times.
Hey,
I was gonna say
what
two
do
sounds a bit
Richards got to do
less.
with this? Just
Hey, I had
because
to
you're
come
from
back after the
PNG.
Papua New Guinea farm.
Nah, we actually love sugar.
I'm done, man.
Yeah.
That is mad. It's mad. You know what's interesting though? Like, and it goes into the question you wanted to ask before. Well, before we're talking about, what do you normally do, or like, what did we say when you mentioned calf? I forgot when you brought that up.
I don't know. You told me. on my
I was
weekends
asking, what do you do on
usually
Sundays?
Yeah, what's Sunday normally like?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, hang out at a calf. And I said, well, what is this word, calf? I know what you're saying, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone around me ever call it calf before.
Because does anyone live around this area?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's just another thing. She thinks
Wait, is
this place
that
doesn't
like
exist.
you guys use your side
Nah.
slang?
I don't speak northern slang.
Oh.
No.
Also, y'all missed the diss that she gave us, man. She called us the countryside.
I know,
Sorry.
I've never heard that before. What the countryside, bro?
Bruh.
No, this is the
So you've
countryside.
never been to like
No, I grew up in like
Healthy
Springvale
Melbourne?
and stuff.
Say Springville?
Springvale.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So that's
Ah,
calm to me,
right.
like
Yeah.
Clayton, and Chatty.
Yeah.
That's calm. This,
yeah. To us, this is a
Damn, man, we've lost
A
all
great
future guests,
area.
man. They're all thinking with it.
yeah, be
TD
aware,
brings you
guys.
to the sticks.
Before you get here, just
Pack
know.
your suitcase, man. That's what she's saying to the people.
I said, yeah, I should have stayed out here. I saw a hotel when I
Yes,
went
nah,
past. I said,
drag.
God damn, I should have stayed out here.
I'm
Did you get food, by the way? You messaged
No,
me
no,
saying
no,
you
no,
needed
no.
food.
I'll get
Oh,
food
okay.
on the way.
I'm
It
done.
was a-
But I was gonna say that calf thing, like, because that's an influence from, like, yeah, we said a lot of
In
people
UK.
in UK and stuff like
Yeah.
that said that. And you had that question around,
Yeah. So
like
I was
the
thinking
influences or
today,
something, eh?
what do you guys think molded your personality most? Was it cartoons, movies, celebrities, parents, people you grew up around? Like, what do you think had the most effect on your personality?
Okay,
That's
all
true.
right.
Like, and even to this day.
That's tough.
For me, definitely like things that I watched, all the shows, but
Yeah.
also mostly travel. because I've been traveling since I was 17, like almost every year. So
Like a lot of
that
family travel as well, or solo, or
solo family, but because I have a lot of family like all around the world,
Yeah.
these lot like breed everywhere. So name any country, I'll probably have
yeah,
cousins
someone's
there.
posted
I'll
up.
just go
So-
through Insta before London, this, that. I was scrolling like this.
Yeah.
You got all
That's
these
literally-
highlights.
Oh, is that in the reels?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't even
yeah.
updated my highlights. Like
Nah.
Oh,
all
she hasn't
the-
updated. She's about
no, I
to add
haven't
10 more
updated it
countries
since like
there.
She just found out she has new
10 more,
cousins.
yeah.
10 more cousins. She's like, sorry guys, I forgot I went to this, that.
Basically.
Yeah, wow.
So I'm just always there around Europe, just seeing my family stuff. So I'm really immersed in like European culture.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So you said travel and you said shows. Was that there?
Yeah.
Yeah, travel.
What shows
Yeah,
in
like
particular?
cartoon shows.
Yeah,
or-
like I don't know, as a kid, well, not really all the cartoons because I used to watch like Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball Z and stuff
show.
as a
that's
kid.
Good. That's good.
Strong.
But I'm not really an anime person
Wow.
because I just can't be stuffed.
okay.
Like,
I
how
hear
do you
that.
even
This is
access
painful
it these
stuff.
days? If it's not easy to access, forget about it.
I'll give you a cat right now.
Yeah, man. Bro, simple as like even Netflix.
While you got Herbert said, is it a phone? You know?
Damn.
I can't even think of all the shows that I've watched that mold me, but also football, like sports,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Football
Oh, that's
as
a
in
big one.
soccer.
as in. Ew.
Oh,
Mm.
God.
I don't actually know.
Oh.
Why did I say footy? As in soccer. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because football,
Every time I
and
think
then
Yo,
it-
you
Yeah.
did
and then
this?
you
I
do
said,
foot action.
oh, man.
Yeah.
2 sugars, soccer.
guys, my brain does not work on a Sunday. My brain does not work on a Sunday.
You need to hit up the calf, man. You didn't go there today. That's what it is.
I literally didn't, but yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, fair,
How about
fair.
you guys?
I feel like I want to say shows just because of how many I watched back in the days, like all shows. Like I always have this pride in myself that I tell people that any like show, you know, we'll be talking and stuff in friendship circles. I'm like, oh, what's that show that we used to? And someone will give the smallest description. I'm like, oh, that. I'm like, yeah, what the heck? I'm like, I know that
You're
because
so
I've
guy.
watched all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this guy should watch all these shows, bro.
But I'm like,
Nah,
at the same
proper.
time, I don't know how I was playing PlayStation as well or being outside at the same time too. But I'm like, I don't know how much that influences how I act though. Like if I think about like shows like Codename Kid Next Door or I don't know, Samurai Jack or what was on Nickelodeon, like Fairly Odd Parents. I'm like, how does that influence like my personality from consuming all this? I don't know.
Oh, for me, maybe you know, like shows like Fresh Prince and all that always
yeah, them type of
highlighted
shows as
things
well, eh?
in
Yes.
society.
Yeah.
As a kid, like I clocked on to those
Yes.
stuff, like, yep, this is how you're being treated, da da da, and these things happen in society. Like, so I think that kind of like opened up a lot of stuff for me
Yeah.
from a young age.
That's interesting. I didn't watch those shows too tough. Like I watched My Wife and Kids.
I love
I
my
watched,
Um,
yeah, that's a
What's
good
That's
the what's the one with Julius, man? With Terry Crews. Julius.
Everybody Hates
Oh,
Chris?
Everybody hates Chris.
That's a
Oh,
good
I started rewatching that recently, actually.
Serious
It's
show,
so
yeah.
good, man.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
But I started watching this one a bit late as well. Like
Yeah, I feel like those were a bit later on.
16 is when I started watching it.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's interesting. That they actually help you clock on to some things going on.
Yeah.
Especially considering a lot of them were situated in America as well.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
it's very apparent, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
what's going on there. But like, what else though beyond that? I would say maybe it helped me become creative a little bit because I would write stories. From watching the movies and the shows, I'd write stories for no reason.
Daniel does look like the kind of kid that used to Dear Diary.
Yeah.
Bro,
with his feet kicked
I
up
said,
behind it.
yeah, okay, when I wrote my story, I'm talking like fictional stories. Like, yeah, I was kicking my feet behind me, can't lie. I was definitely doing it like that.
Love the
Sitting
guy.
on his belly.
But bro, that used to be my thing, man. Like my cousin and I, she's the cousin that's after me here in Australia. Like I'm like the oldest out of our family cousins here. So the one after me is like 2 years younger or something like that. So that was the closest in terms of age that we had, right? Anytime we link up at her house, we'll be writing stories for no reason.
What a weird cousin link up.
Okay. This is crazy.
Losers, yeah?
Yeah, why?
Hey, look at me now, man. What you talking about, bro?
So
Baby,
he's
what
a
is now? What you talking
Racially
about?
ambiguous.
Normal kids played outside.
No,
Honestly.
amongst all of that as well, I'm saying that happened too.
You guys,
I had my brain creatively
Yeah.
inclined, you know what I mean?
fair enough.
Okay.
Wait. So the idea of like watching these cartoon stuff just made you go, let me see how I can challenge
Yeah, I think it was
creativity?
very, very like, bro, because considering I watch literally every single one under the sun, I see just how creative, like, and that's probably why I also have a big love now for like writing and people that direct stuff and things
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Because
right.
I'm like, dog, this is bringing things to life that like I used to see back in the days or something like that, or like, oh, this is how you do it on a higher level now. But I'm not a director, so
One day, bro.
One day.
I'm thinking. I didn't really watch shows like that.
Back in Egypt,
I think it was like I think me is more of people.
Who are you? What do you
Yeah,
mean by
okay.
me?
Then who influenced you?
Like example, growing up in Australia here when I was really young, I was hanging out with a lot of friends from different tribes. Yeah, so I was like sort of understanding different cultures, different things, and even church. Church was a big one because I actually went to like a Sudanese church, right? And it was just a different environment, so it just felt like family, felt like community there. So I don't know, I felt like that kind of sort of shaped me personality wise and all that.
Here.
Other than that, I think everything sort of added on top later on down the track.
100, yeah, because like,
Yeah, but yeah, I think as a kid, it was just more of like just people.
bro,
all
I
the
think
time.
about now, and I'm like, okay, in terms of things I say, it's definitely a lot now from these podcasts and stuff I watch. A
Yeah.
lot of them definitely also
Yeah.
being UK based too.
Mhm.
So a lot of that lingo and all that
Comes from
is all from there now. You know, I'm like, oh, this. And as much as I try to like, oh, I don't want to be that person, I feel like, oh, you're saying that because it creeps into the.
Creep.
Oh,
I feel like it's
so
already
easily.
inside Aussie.
Melbourne
culture.
specifically.
Yeah,
I feel.
Melbourne's
It's a bit
extreme.
cringe, but I'm part of it. So yeah,
Yeah, we're part of the problem.
we're
100.
part of the problem.
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
I think I would have added on what age would you say all that added on top?
Yeah, that's
Like
what 2018 onwards or something like that.
Okay,
So
yeah.
20s,
yeah,
within 20s, yeah,
last couple of years. Yeah.
something like that. Why is this guy
So
smiling
it's so
like this?
funny because it's like Melbourne that really picked up. So when I lived in the Middle East for a bit, yeah, I went to a British school, and I came here in year 9.
Well, that's why you have the accent. I was trying to
I
pinpoint.
was born in
it.
New Zealand, grew up in America, grew up in Qatar, and then here. So
I love
it's a
Qatar.
mess, right?
Mhm.
The accent's a mess.
I can see.
Yeah. But so when I came here, it's like the first maybe month of school, whatever. I got into it with somebody
Yeah.
at like lunchtime, and then whatever. And so I went to a British school. I still have that slang, right? Something. I said, just allow it, man. And everyone around me was like, ew, what's the new guy saying? What does that
You need
mean?
to allow it.
And I was like, oh, that's just so weird. Whereas like now I hear people saying that stuff here when I'm
Allow
like,
it, bro. Yeah.
I grew up at the wrong time.
Nah, this guy says
You'd
something
have
completely
been the
different.
guy now.
literally. Pioneer.
You didn't utilize your fame at that
Yeah,
time.
my
man.
fame, yeah.
bro. You should have used it. What'd you say made you like want to do that?
I don't know, because I was thinking about it. And I was like, I know what I gravitated towards. Like I didn't realize it at the time, but it's like whether it was cartoons or especially as I got older, the shows, I gravitated towards shows that had a main character that was like silly but not stupid. And I think a lot of my personality is that. So it's like I enjoyed Fresh Prince because like Will's character, he's like silly, but he wasn't stupid,
Yes.
right? The Office. Silly,
Nah,
but not all the way
Michael
stupid.
Scott. That's a
not
very
always
stupid man,
He's a
bro.
very stupid man.
Very stupid man, but he makes sense.
Right?
It makes sense.
Yeah. Whereas like, and then I was like, I could tell like which shows I didn't like. As in, I don't mind them, but I was like, I didn't love them that much because I was like, oh, they don't have that character, you know. Like, as in, for example, like just because it was always on TV, like Friends. I've seen episodes. I didn't enjoy it that much because there was no character that was silly and not stupid. They're just stupid, a lot of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, it's just interesting. Then I was like trying to think, like even cartoons and whatnot. Like I didn't like the ones where they were just straight up stupid. Like Ed, and Eddie was like, for me, that was like degeneracy.
Yeah. No, I totally get
Like
that.
I was
That
like,
me
oh
too.
god, like what? Like I remember at that age, I would like borderline classism amongst other kids my age. I'm like, oh, you watch that? Yeah, get away from me. You know, but yeah, I think that's what. Yeah, and I think soccer for me as well. Bit football was a big
Who do
thing.
you support?
Barcelona growing up.
Barcelona. Wait, what?
What do you?
He's giving like Liverpool
No,
or Arsenal or something.
Don't ever say Arsenal. Don't ever
Liverpool?
connect me in Arsenal. Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Till the
I'm
day.
not gonna lie. Liverpool 10 years ago was a prime time to watch him.
Six years ago, it
I
was
wouldn't say
started.
10
Yeah,
years
6,
ago,
5.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, Liverpool's always been that guy.
Oh,
Okay, let's not get it twisted.
Yeah.
I wish that was
If
a
you
culture I had around
went
me.
to
Nah.
a match
No.
in Liverpool, you would have the nicest teeth there.
Easy.
Easy.
I
You
go
have
to
nice
Liverpool. I go to Liverpool all the time.
and how
And
does
your
it
teeth
feel?
are the best
No,
I've ever
they're
had.
good. Leave my people alone. No, they're good. Like, people in Liverpool are so nice. Like literally, they'll give you the shirt off their back. They're so nice.
If you're also a Liverpool supporter, though.
No, they're actually super nice.
Really?
Like the culture is completely
That's
like
okay.
even black people sought refuge there. Like ages ago, like way before they could like set up society anywhere else. Like it's actually incredible. I love that city so much.
Funny looking
Not being
stuff.
biased, but like
Not being biased, apparently.
Well, I was gonna say in line with what you were saying before. So, what about now? What do we think is sort of shaping the kids that's sort of growing up? Is that just
the kid.
90% social media? Because that's what I can think
yeah.
of.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's just it's personality. Like everyone will find the thing, but I think yes, social media is a big one for this generation.
music.
The
Do you
music-
think so? That music really?
Do you think
does?
music is shaping their personality more than ours, or not?
To be honest, I didn't really
'Cause
listen
I would
to
say
music
yes.
growing up like that.
Okay.
Same.
I think I remember when I first had my
Or MP3 player?
Apple Shuffle,
Or
whatever. the
iPod?
shuffle.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know. That wasn't even that. I don't know how old I would have been, but I would have been quite old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I say old, maybe I don't know, 14. I don't know.
Mhm.
You know, whereas now they listen to music at the age of, I don't know, 4
Very young
years
age,
old.
yeah.
They got their own iPad, so they can actually just
Play the
music can
tune.
actually shape them a lot more than the
TikTok.
way it shaped us.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I don't know if it's the music per se. I think it's the musicians.
Yep.
I think celebrity is so much bigger now than when we were young.
Yeah. I
So
can
it's
see
like when
that
I was
for
a
sure.
kid, it's like, for example, I listened to a lot of Lil Wayne, right? And it's like, all I knew about Wayne was the music, really, and a bit of the fashion, and that was pretty much it. I didn't know.
Fashion.
No, Wayne was big fashion thing.
And
Yeah,
baggy ass
skinny jeans,
and
ripped-
that.
ripped
Oh, when
skinny
you're
jeans.
skinny jeans, wait.
But now you look at it
Wait,
and say
skinny
that.
jeans?
But back then,
Yep.
Bro, Wayne started the baggy stuff.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
the baggy,
yeah,
but
the
there was a
baggy
skinny
stuff.
jean
He did
era
the
too,
skinny
bro.
jeans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so when I was young, it was before
Baggy
skinny
way,
jeans.
yeah,
Yeah, there's
yeah.
Bape and all that kind of stuff
Yeah.
and whatnot, right? But I don't know anything else beyond that. I don't know all the trouble he's getting into, all the whatnot. Kids now are so tapped into the celebrity of all these
That
musicians.
you could know just
And
yeah.
I think
that.
that's what's shaping the
because you're right.
personalities.
Even interviews, you can easily just go the Breakfast Club. They just had Lil Wayne on,
Yeah.
right? If Lil Wayne gets into any trouble, social media is just gonna have it there,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Whereas before, I don't know if you had Instagram or not, but how do you even know who's doing what?
You don't.
It's
But-
hard to follow the
yeah.
celebrities. You know what I mean?
It's like the celebrity of celebrities is so big these days and it doesn't go away.
yeah,
Right? Like, I think I've said this before. It's like certain, let's say like a Ronaldinho, right? If social media was a thing back then, this guy should be on like 100, 200 million
exactly
followers.
right. Yeah,
But
yeah,
he's not.
yeah.
If you go on his page, it's probably like 20, right? And this is the biggest guy in the world at one point, yeah?
Mhm.
Whereas now I'm like, if you are famous right now, you almost can't become not famous anymore. And it stops you from the ability to fail, as weird as it sounds, right? And I think it's like you stick in these kids' lives forever
Yeah.
because you're always
You're
got a massive following.
always there.
It's very, very different. It's not like these celebrities just come and go anymore.
Is it?
I think so. Like, for example, right?
Mhm.
City Girls, massive following, right? Their album just sold 3,000 copies.
That was
apparently,
wild.
Get out.
Yeah.
right?
Madness.
But
Get out.
It
That
makes
is so
no
embarrassing.
sense.
Exactly.
That is so embarrassing.
that's so embarrassing.
Bro.
What? Triple, quadruple styrofoam.
Dog.
Dude.
Oh,
Like almost all the like bro, if we
They ain't
sold that,
getting no
we
money
combine
from
the
that.
followers from all the podcasters in Melbourne. That's the
100%.
what the
That's
heck?
insane.
It's insane, right? But what I'm saying is 15 years ago, if I'm a hot artist and I have an album that does well, and then my next album does 3,000 units, I'm done.
Oh, you're
They're
done.
finished.
My
Nice.
celebrity's finished.
yeah, finish. Yeah,
Right?
No, I get that.
Now they are no less famous
Mhm.
than previously. And they're gonna stick in that algorithm. They're still gonna show up because those numbers are inflated, right? And I'm like, that's where I think then the personality just taps in 100% because it's like,
Takes
oh, I
more,
like
takes
this
over,
person
yeah.
as a kid, and I'm just gonna keep liking them.
Mhm.
So,
yeah. Okay, yeah. I think so too. Yeah.
I feel like you're about to say a different answer than Rick.
No. I totally got his point, and now I agree. I was good. I was ready. I was ready.
No, I said, let me hear this. It's
Ah,
mad.
How you gonna make sure that your kids tap in to the right
Right,
celebrity?
celebrities.
Even in general, because I don't remember like being in love with any celebrities growing up or anything like
Yeah,
that.
to be honest, it was just more if you're a fan or like example Ronaldinho, you're a fan of sport and that's the best soccer player at one point. It's like I'm tapped into that. But then
Yeah.
now becoming attached to just someone, I can't think of
Sports
any.
is so safe if like when you're talking about like
Yeah.
your kids
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
loving somebody
Having
because it's like it's a objective thing. Like, oh, they like him because he scores a lot of goals.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Right? It's not like Like, cause
Same,
my daughter's
same.
like, I love the city girls. Like, yeah, me too. But wait a couple years.
They're sitting down with us. So tell me.
I said, slow down. What do you love about it?
Yeah. What do you love about it? Tell me. What is it exactly?
You know, empowering women.
Yeah, nice.
You're four.
Yeah, I think you're
It's
right.
catchy music.
Oh man.
Sports is the easiest one.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, I was gonna say like movie stars or something, but they get up to a madness. I mean, athletes do as well. But movie stars, maybe the type of movie they're in or
Yeah.
something. Like, hey man, slow
Yeah.
down.
It's
What
very
about
hard, you
what
know
about
I
your
mean?
kid? Like, they start really loving something very tame, like very okay, but you're like, oh, my kid's a loser. Like, for example, they're like,
writing
oh,
stories with their cousin.
That's if my child's a like United fan or whatever. Like
Oh,
honestly. Like no joke.
Well, I
I
see
will
you
literally-
actually being disgusted.
No,
though.
I will literally be disgusted.
Bro, that's gonna be such a funny household, man. You got Liverpool on one side, you got never played together. Yeah, it's gonna be a fight in that house. I know.
Oh,
You're gonna have to give that
days.
child up.
Yeah, pass it up. I've had enough.
no man.
Oh, man.
But like, what if they're like, yo, I love Professor so and so at this university.
Oh, I'm with that though.
That's cool.
That's
Really?
cool.
That's
That's
calm
cool.
for me. Yeah,
Your
yeah,
kid's
yeah.
8.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I want him to be a
But-
little nerd.
Yeah, this is the thing. They can tap into those things where it's like it's a bit unusual for your age now, but it's cool. Like it's weird but cool. You know what I mean?
Like, it's
Okay,
not
can we
cool
role
for you
play it?
right
Can we
now.
role play it? Daniel, you can be my kid, all right?
Okay, let's.
Come up to me and tell me, Dad, I want to tell you who my favorite person is.
Dad, I want to tell you all about this
Can you
professor.
say, Daddy, you're 8.
Nah, this is man's got a fantasy that he wants to
Yeah.
fulfill.
Do you guys
Right
want-
now.
do you guys want-
Go.
Fill you up and you felt
Can you
it.
imagine this? I said,
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
tell you all about this professor out of Cambridge that's doing some really awesome stuff.
This what, sorry?
Professor.
You like a professor.
Yeah. Professor knows a lot out of Cambridge. He's studying quantum physics.
Quantum physics.
Yes.
Yep. Just out of curiosity, when's the last time you talked to a girl in your class?
You're so ridiculous.
I just started his lessons in quantum physics, so I actually haven't mastered it. You just say, can you imagine? Is that what you'll be thinking in your head?
Bro,
I
no one
wanna-
as a kid. Don't you just want to know? Are you talking to girls or not?
But
No,
don't
I
you
just
want?
want. Do you have friends? Like, what do you do at lunchtime?
No, but what? Don't you want like a little mini Sheldon? Like
No,
you know,
no,
young Sheldon.
Nah,
He's
it's
God
actually
forbid.
no.
Say, God forbid.
Like,
Nah, Sheldon, nah.
I would love to
Smart
look at a
child.
child like that exists.
Even as
but
Iraqi,
not
you don't want to
mine.
brag.
I know, yeah.
Brag.
It's in the DNA.
I
yeah.
know. I'll be that mother to brag.
It's in the DNA.
Nah, you know those kids that are super smart,
Mhm.
yeah, but at the same time they're loved by everyone. Because I don't know if you guys in high school growing up, you had this kid who's just always killing it, but everyone also loves him or loves her.
Yeah.
Bro, why they looking at me like he's the one?
Bro.
No. There was
You
that
get
one
nerd.
kid that they
That-
achieved well and they weren't a loser.
Normally it's
Yeah,
like,
man.
normally
Come
it's
on,
like,
bro. I told you I made it, man.
nah.
Come on.
You're a loser for good 3-4 years.
Okay, yeah, we don't look at the first 3 years of high school, but from year 9 to 12, him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I could hang out with you at 7, 8, and 9, but you came around. It's normally like the school captains.
I hate school captains.
Yeah, I'm
They
not
were
gonna lie.
so jarring.
Right.
Yeah,
Our school
yeah.
captains was
Well, no,
the
no.
cool guy.
Oh, no.
Nah.
Yeah.
It was a cool guy.
I mean, one of our homies was
Nah,
vice.
you
yeah.
might have not been one of the cool guys.
I want to know. Wait, what was it that was jarring for you about it? Was it like was there a
Like-
part of you that was low-key like I actually kind of wish I was the school captain?
Nah.
No, like be real.
No,
I can
why
see
did
you
they
as
love
school
the
captain.
school so
See it
much?
actually
Me?
too.
Yeah, why did they love
Nah,
the school?
why did they love the school so much? Like
Yo,
they took their
No.
lives so seriously.
Okay, see, this is the part that pissed me off about my school captains. They didn't love the school that much.
They didn't?
They loved what would it look like on their resume. That shit
part
pissed
too.
me off.
That's what a lot of the house captains were. What do you call it? Were like. I think.
Yeah.
I think a lot of house captains did it for that. But the school captains, like, there's a certain level of now. You actually gotta.
No, school
You gotta be
captains.
about this.
Nah, your
Nah.
school, they look, they're like, okay, so you said, what'd you do? Okay, no, okay.
Yeah.
No start, no, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, school captains, there is a certain requirements you gotta meet there.
Mm.
But I mean, there's nothing wrong with them loving the school, right?
You know what I found?
They were overdoing this one girl. Yeah, if you're watching this, yeah, you were overdoing
Drop her
it.
name right now.
I will drop her name. I will drop her name because I'm sure she worked at the school after we left.
Nah.
As well.
Oh,
You get
nah,
me?
she set up business opportunities for
Yeah,
herself.
man, that's
Nah,
a
nah,
forward,
she- nah, nah,
that's a forward
no,
thinker,
no,
bro.
no. You
No.
can't hit on her. She thought the long term game. She played the long game.
Her
yo.
and her extensions, nah.
Yo!
One.
Wait, what was her background? What was her background?
Wait.
Okay.
Yeah, picture. Sure, freeze.
fair,
I was
fair.
trying to throw out a name. I couldn't think of one, and I
Yeah.
just feel like I'll do anyone dirty.
Samantha. It was
No,
Samantha.
yeah, I couldn't think of a safe name. I'm like, I know someone.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
dog.
that kind of kid is a good one.
Yeah, man. I
Who are
like
low-key like on the nerdy side, know what they're doing, but at the same time they're also very friendly with everyone, gets along with everyone as well.
That's the
Yeah, that's
vibes.
cool.
That's the vibes, bro.
That's
yeah.
the vibes. But I can understand and yours is like, hey yo, like go make friends.
Bro,
too.
like,
go and
My
enjoy.
thing is, I don't mind a smart kid. I'd love a smart kid. Don't give me a dumb kid. That's one thing that would be a real problem in the house. Like an actual, like, yeah, every parent knows their kids, right? Oh, my kid's good look, like a pretty kid. My kid's, cosmetically challenged, all this kind of stuff.
Cosmetically challenged.
Whatever.
Cosmetic.
But like,
Right.
if they're just not there in thinking, that one must be so tiring, especially if you're a smart parent.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Jack.
But like, smart with good personality is deadly combination.
That is a good.
That's
combination.
deadly combination.
I'm thinking of this one kid growing up where it was one of like our family friends, and I was same age mate with his brother. So the younger kid is the one that's this genius, yeah. Bro, he was so like cool and vibes that his smartness got us so gassed. Like, bro, what's 7 times 3? What's like seeing his brain like light up and he's doing the math. I'm like, this kid is going places.
Damn.
Never checked him where he's at right now.
Yeah, what place it? Mental Institute, huh?
I go suss that. But I remember like he was cool vibes, personality,
Bit
funny.
acoustic or?
No, just straight cool, bro. And at
Yeah.
the same time, it was like
He was
a genius.
just
I'm
friendly
like, bro,
and
this
just knows how to
is-
get along, knows how to
this
chat
is
to people.
Yeah,
You know, you were saying the school captains were jarring. You know
Yeah.
who I found so jarring in high school? Anyone who would perform songs in assembly.
Oh
man.
my god.
Wait, assembly.
I was one of those kids.
See, this is.
Who said you, man?
Hey, wait, I know which singer used Alicia Keys, yeah?
No, oh no, I went to Islamic school half the time, so
Yeah.
Alicia Keys was not allowed there.
Oh,
But,
man, no way.
No, get out of here, man.
No, this was in primary school, right?
Okay.
High school, like I grew up, like
Yeah,
I wasn't
thank
doing
God.
any of
She
that.
reeled it in,
No.
man.
Because if that carried on to high school, damn.
I wasn't doing any of that. I sang an Arabic song too.
Uh-huh. Which
Yeah.
one?
No. It wasn't
Oh,
like,
like
the
like-
teacher
like-
wrote it about the
Ah.
school and I sang it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm never gonna repeat it, but I
My
sang it.
God.
Do you remember it? Like, do you actually? Wow.
Why would you?
But
Yeah,
it was
see, those
bang
were
out
the
the
people I
school.
hated the most. I couldn't stand it. It was either like even if they could
Is it
sing
because
really
you weren't
well.
chosen to sing?
No,
That's what
I
I'm saying. A
can't.
bit of
I know
this is
myself.
envy,
Yeah.
man.
I know myself.
It's
No, my
given
thing is
bitter.
whether they can sing really good or really bad
Yeah.
made no difference to me. It's just
you
I
just- you
just
just didn't
don't
like
like. Why am I being forced to watch this?
Yeah, that's actually.
And why
Nah, I
are you
hear
so
that though.
gassed that everyone's been forced to watch your performance?
Our high school, bro, loved it, bro.
Yeah, but because we had singers, bro. We had people that made
Nah,
it
but-
to
but
the X
low
and-
key,
what was
yeah,
it? The
yeah.
X Factor.
X Factor.
Nah, we
X
actually had
Factor and
good
the voice
singers,
and
bro.
that.
Yeah.
They actually made it low-key fun.
Serious
Adding a bit
singers.
of beat, adding a bit of like.
Yeah, a bit of rhythm. In
I
that.
will
know?
say, because I went to a mostly Asian high school, the fun part was when the kids would play piano in assembly.
It
Yeah.
goes off
Nah,
Fam.
when they play that Mozart.
Sixth
It's
sense.
going off.
Sixth sense, bro.
Bruh.
Killed it.
Yeah.
Standing ovation.
I'm
Yeah.
done,
Nah,
man.
we were feeling it, bro. I don't think the teachers like that though.
Hmm.
You know, they're like, nah. This is keep it simple.
Yeah, they like it a bit more.
You know what I mean? They're
vanilla.
like a
More
yeah.
vanilla.
Bro, the things you get away with in public school. I remember someone. Oh my god! Like the fact is, it's a memory that comes back to me like maybe once every 2 years. But this girl performed "Bedrock" by Young Money.
yeah,
Get out. Get out.
All words included. Let me put this on his sideburns, everything.
On his sideburns.
Right? And then after that,
I'm
a guy
gonna
gets on
gonna-
stage. You remember the producer tag that would be like, listen to this track, bitch?
Yeah.
You remember that one?
Yeah.
He dropped it in the middle of
I'm
the assembly.
screaming. I'm
Bro,
screaming.
everyone's looking around like, what the heck? Okay.
Oh,
Teachers panic. Public
Some
school's a
mad
great
times.
place.
Wait, what did this song? Is it like a talent show?
It was one of them was an assembly one. No, this was the same one. It was a township. This one was a township.
I can tell.
Yeah.
God damn.
Bro, it's mad, man. School's an
Yeah.
interesting place. I feel like it's a capture genuine. Like none of us.
It's the
realize-
most-
the amount of things that actually happen during schooling period. None of us actually fully ever probably like look back and reflect on it.
Mhm.
Like
It is
what-
the
what-
most
what we experienced.
unrealistic like period of time in life. Just the idea of going to this place at this time amongst these people, having no actual requirements of what you're doing, the concept of popularity, all this kind of stuff. It's like so much of this doesn't exist
It's
outside.
it's
Outside-
like survival.
Outside of school,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's survival of the fittest, though, man. Like if you utilize that space to change yourself from how you were from year 7 to 9, and fix on let me do the social skills, like
Let me-
figure
let
out how
me
to
do
actually
that,
interact with our people, relationship management type of stuff. What do you call it? Even just the academic side of all that kind of stuff. And then you actually realize you see what separates a lot of people afterwards because of the type of experience that they had during high school. Because some people come out skyrocketing, others are still crippled from like some of the experiences that they had with like
Yes,
that
bro.
popularity stuff, social anxiety, all that kind of thing. And I'm like, yeah, it's actually it's a breeding ground, man, and survival of the fittest.
And
It's
the
true
popular
sports.
kids tell out like, yo, no one cares.
Yeah.
After you leave school,
For
like,
identity crisis when they get into uni and it's like a cohort of 1,000 people. It's like, damn, wait, I'm not the popular one anymore. But like,
Yeah.
what's
It's like
going
when
on?
they just peak in high school.
Literally.
The ones that like tried to continue that popularity in university was very embarrassing to
It
witness.
was so embarrassing.
Very embarrassing to witness. Did you go to uni?
I went to uni for like 3 years and then I just dropped out.
We did the whole 3 years.
Yeah.
And then said,
Honestly,
I'm done
I
now.
was just like,
Yeah.
CF. I was doing Bachelor of Arts, obviously, majoring in legal studies.
Why would you like your fries?
It was so much fun. I was
Yeah.
majoring in legal studies and politics.
Okay.
Minor was politics. I used to just go to argue with the professors. Like it was
I
so
see
cool.
that. Yep.
Okay.
I can see that.
did you do
Smoky.
debating? Did you do debating in high school?
I did, but then I saw it to be so geeky and so I just
See,
dropped
you all
out.
didn't embrace yourself.
Did you do debate? I think you did.
I
did
did.
debating
Yeah,
for a
this
little
guy
bit.
did
Yeah.
debate.
Definitely.
Definitely did.
What do you think of me at this point now? This is killing me, man. I did. I ate that up, man.
Lads, I think I have a new question for guests.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
If you could pick one of these 3 careers, which one would you pick? Farmer,
Oh my god.
engineer, or nurse?
Neither. They all require a lot of labor.
But you have to.
I have to. Oh,
Farmer, engineer, or nurse.
so do I already have the smarts to be an engineer?
You have this must be all these things.
My brother's an engineer. He's living life good. So
You're not necessarily getting paid good for this role, by the way.
Goddamn.
This stems
Same
from,
pay for all of them.
yeah.
Why?
Just trust me.
Yeah.
Oh, joys. Fine. An engineer.
Engineer.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think?
I would have picked a farmer. Man.
Yeah?
Farmer.
Yeah.
Well, it's because we rule the world that we're plotting. So this question, we had a conversation ages ago, last year, 2 years ago, maybe, and we were trying to say, "Yo, what are the necessary roles to actually run society if we started afresh?"
We basically said like we have
Like agriculture.
overcomplicated the world.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
we
there's
got rid
only
of everything.
3 jobs. We narrowed it down. There's only 3 jobs that are required.
So basically, we don't need lawyers.
we don't need any of that stuff.
For what reason?
Figure it out, bro.
We don't need social workers.
We don't need that.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
What kind of society?
No, in this
Like running?
restarted world,
No, no,
in the,
okay.
in the
Like,
bare
if we
minimum,
restarted
Very
Earth,
simple.
in the bare
I
basics.
guarantee
bare
all you
minimum.
need is farmers for farming. Nurses take care of people. We don't need doctors there. That's drag. Just
Wait.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Okay.
because
So-
also doctors don't do that much work. It's the nurses that do everything.
Nurses hold down the day-to-day.
Nurses-
Doctors
bro.
are the surgeries, but the nurses will learn.
We're talking about GPs here because GPs are useless.
GPs are Google. We
They're
know that one.
actually
Yeah,
useless,
yeah,
right? But actual doctors, like surgeons, no,
All right,
they
we'll
don't
put it
need to-
together
okay,
with
wow.
nurses.
And then
Alright.
engineers because we need to build things.
Yes,
That's it.
We're not going to go too tough into why.
Yeah,
It's
no,
in the
because we've done that
episode.
episode before. Make sure
But
you
anyway,
watch
I
it
will
back.
listen to it.
Yeah,
just to
but
know
that's
that
the-
you
so
guys
I
are
was
engineer-
wrong.
curious where you would be.
So I want to see. So we'll put it into the
Okay, what does an
engineering.
engineer mean then?
Did we say women can't be engineers?
Nah,
That's the Iraqi in him.
oh my days!
Yeah.
Alright, but when we need to restart this whole thing, we'll come holler at you. And we know exactly what we're gonna put you into,
Yeah,
into the
yeah.
category. There.
Make it to like some psych kind of evaluation.
Yeah. But engineer,
It's like a personality test that strictly happens on this podcast.
oh my days, man. In line with, because I was gonna say, yeah, in line with all the traveling and stuff that you've been doing, yeah. Did a lot of that start because of work at that point? Like, because were you doing that from, you said 17?
Yeah,
You kicked
no.
off, like, was any of that from then, or It's just been a part of what you do.
No.
Oh,
I've
naturally.
been traveling since I was 17 because my family would
Just
just,
family, yeah.
like they told me to just travel with them, so I just hopped on a plane with them.
Yeah.
Mm.
Literally went to like Sweden, Egypt, and UK at the time, and then I started this in like 2016, like sort of
time,
taking
though.
it seriously.
So what's this?
Being an Instagrammer.
Oh, forgive my
TikToker,
co-host. This guy does no research on guests.
No, I already know what it
He wants
is.
you to elaborate.
It's completely
I know
fine.
what
I'll
it
play
is.
it up, I'll play
Is
it
our
up.
listeners are there like, what is this?
I'll play it up.
2016.
Yeah, like kind of
It's not like
2016.
Yeah.
But that's because that's when I started like doing makeup. So I was getting
Right,
into like the
right.
beauty world and all that stuff. Yeah. But travel is just a constant kind of in my life, like the only thing that's always been a constant.
How often do you travel a year?
In a year, probably a couple times or something like that. But I like to go for like
That's
longer trips.
Okay.
So like
Wow.
a few months.
Few months?
Like well, pre-marriage, a few months.
Yeah.
Now that I'm married, responsibilities and that.
It's their
2
responsibility.
weeks.
Yeah,
2
2
weeks.
weeks.
Few months. Hold on. Wait, we didn't.
Yeah, no.
Whoa.
No, we
yeah.
did that. He did that. We did that. You're behind.
I'm catching up.
He's
A
on
few
PNG
months.
time.
Yeah.
Are you sure he did debate?
Because I like to process things. You know what I'm saying? That's the debating side.
I missed out on like half of year 11 because I was traveling,
Wow.
and they let me pass everything. Shout out to
Wow, so you're traveling
my
like
Shout out-
teacher,
shout out to the
Miss
school captain.
Pantelides.
Shout out to school captain.
Oh.
Sorted you out. No
Yeah.
So
way.
those travels, was it just like end of year family trips, or what kind of travel was that?
I was the only one in my actual family that went, but I went with some of my other cousins.
Right.
Because I was just like, seeing the family all around the world,
Yeah.
pretty important to me. To make sure I have like strong connections with everyone across the board. So I like to go there.
What does traveling for work now look like?
That's like to go to like Fashion Week in Sydney and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not so much anything overseas. We're trying to concentrate on Australia.
Yeah.
Because we do have such a big, fashion and beauty industry down here.
Yeah.
So yeah, just going across different states for like fashion beauty events.
Let's see.
Man,
Yo, there's money in that industry, man.
makeup?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, makeup is huge.
What?
Yeah, wow.
Mm.
Yeah.
So what's your story? Were you born here? Born in Eritrea? Born
Are you calling me an immigrant?
probably.
Wow. Yes, I am.
You got that right?
Yeah, I was born in Sudan, Kassala.
Oh, she literally said that, I think. Yeah, you did say
Nah,
that.
they don't know that. They don't know.
Oh,
you
Lord.
were born in Sudan?
What?
Like before this, you told us?
Well, maybe,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
before
I
we
think
started
off,
recording. Yeah.
So she
Oh,
definitely
okay.
said she was going to
I wasn't
Sudan.
listening.
Yeah, because he said he was Sudanese. I said,
Yeah.
I was born
Yeah,
there.
that's what it was.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, in Kassala, and then I came here when I was like 4 years old. I'm not going to say the date, but yeah, then.
Hey, you're on your toes, right? You're on your toes, man.
2015. Business started 2016.
Yeah, there you go.
Basically. fresh.
Yo.
I see.
Man. Okay, yeah. So it's pretty much majority here is like the experiences.
Yeah.
growing
Have you
up.
traveled back to Eritrea at all?
I did in 2010. That was very interesting. Very
Okay.
interesting.
Well, what
It's like the North Korea of Africa.
Like very just everything that's going on is going on here, and it's not really
Yeah.
spoken about hours. Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't
How do you
really-
feel that being there? Like
Daniel's actually a massive fan of North Korea, so
Yeah,
that's exciting
this-
for him.
Wow.
this is crazy. Don't. Never in my life I've realized on this podcast I'm the scapegoat. I'm the scapegoat to start narratives. I am not allowing this one to be going
I
on.
believed you too.
She goes, oh wow.
Okay, really? Let's start.
Tell me more.
Madness. What is it about while being there that you're like, oh snap, this is feels
Well,
a certain way?
so you can't really speak about the government at all.
Yeah, right.
There's only like one channel or whatever. You can get like the international dish,
Yeah,
I don't know what
yeah.
you call it.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, and everything's kind of like rationed for the people. Like even if you
Wow.
have like a
I
business.
never noticed. Yeah.
I can't really say too much because I'm kind of
Sure,
banned
for
from
sure.
there. But
Huh?
shout out to the blacklist.
wait. Hold
Wait,
on.
back is for what?
Bro, she started debating over there, man. What happened?
Wait,
hold
for
up.
the whole
Doing our
country?
Technically-
politics and that.
If you're banned, you can say as much as you want.
Oh, true, but when you
Unless
have
you're
family,
planning to get back in. So, family repercussions, huh?
yeah.
Come on,
It's
man.
a bad time to have a lot of
Oh, no.
followers.
No, but it's actually crazy. I'll continue to speak about like Eritrea and like everything that's going on around there, but yeah, it's kind of wild that no one really knows much about it.
Favorite
Yeah.
thing about your culture?
Favorite thing? Probably the food and like the people, the community.
The community, yeah.
Yeah.
Big community down here.
Oh yeah, strong.
Strong community.
Aha, you see.
My
There
family's
you go.
probably most of them.
Down in the south.
Low key, my favorite Africans. Not gonna
Is
lie.
it?
I think so.
The thing is, Iraqis
Just like
and
the
Eritreans
gals,
get
man.
along like this.
get along
Love the
like
gals
this.
and the
I straight
Arabic,
when I went to
I can see
my
that.
what?
because it's y'all. They said y'all speak the same type of
Speak the
Arabic or
same-
something. Yeah?
Bro,
No,
we're
but-
actually like this.
Right.
No, the thing is,
Eritreans,
Iraqis
yeah.
understand everyone. In
Yeah.
terms of like Arabic dialects, they will understand everything. across
OGs
the
and that, huh?
Nah,
Look
they
at me,
actually-
son.
they
He's
really are.
blushing.
Yeah,
It's it's the middle of the world.
Nah,
It's where
they
it
actually
started.
do. They actually do. They actually
They really do. But
Like, guys.
that's why, like, even when I went to the girls' school, like after the Islamic school,
Mm.
went straight to my Iraqis. That was like,
Wow.
Yeah,
they held me down.
That's it.
That is mad, man. So yeah, going back home is it's a work in progress kind of thing right now.
Yeah, it's really sad what's going on there, but hopefully, you know,
Yeah.
future changes.
Yeah, I mean, I think social media changes a lot nowadays with being able to know
What's happening?
what's to go in different places and real time as well for sure.
You don't really get internet there.
But yeah, but I was gonna say at the same
Yeah.
time though, it's still
Oh, so it's really North Korea.
still
Yeah.
very very low key. Yeah, dang.
I remember I was trying to load like one Facebook because this is like I went back in the day, right,
Yeah.
where we just had Facebook, and it took 30 minutes to load one Facebook page
It
Wow.
was not
30
worth it at
minutes.
that point.
You know,
Why didn't
there's-
you give up?
because it
Why'd
kept
you
saying,
keep waiting?
I had to say, if
Why
I-
did you
if I-
find out how long it
Yeah,
takes?
like-
because I was
whole
like, if
time
I
and
leave
everything.
now and it loads, then I'm gonna be annoyed.
yeah.
So
you
then by
waited
30 minutes, I was like, oh nah, can't be stuffed now.
Oh man.
I'm patient.
Yeah, fair.
Okay. So your travels,
Mhm.
you said you've done a lot of Europe.
Yeah,
You've got family in the Netherlands, yeah?
Yeah.
Netherlands?
Netherlands. Yeah,
I just knew it. I could just tell.
Wow.
It's a
Why?
good place,
Is
right?
it because I'm black?
East African. See, I will work my way out of every conversation. But okay, so whereabouts Europe? What are we talking?
Kind of
Like,
everywhere,
almost
like
everywhere at this point?
Scandinavia,
Okay, wow.
even like, let's list them. So the UK a lot,
Okay.
Sweden a lot, Norway, Denmark,
Goodness gracious.
Austria,
She's not
Everywhere,
joking
bro.
about this
everywhere. Like I'm
breeding,
just
bro.
Germany, like literally everywhere.
Have you done
Wow.
horrible food Germany, right? Worst food other than the Turkish stuff.
To be honest, I was eating ethnic food in Germany, so German bread is amazing. By
Oh,
the
the
way.
bread is great.
bro,
Yes.
that
Got
is
you, we got
You wouldn't know,
fire.
but the beer is great as well.
Nah, whatever.
But you wouldn't know. Did you do any of it as backpacking type trips?
Hell, what do I?
This
look
is
like
how
to
I'm good
you?
on that thing.
That is feral.
No, I agree. I agree 100%. And I just wanted to make sure we get good guests on.
That's a good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
Oh, man,
days.
so
that
what's-
is ugh.
Do you have a favorite
Favorite country.
place that you've been to? Yeah.
Prettiest was probably Vienna.
Oh,
Like
yeah, I heard.
love that.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
parents said that they went this year.
Like,
No, Vienna
and
is
people were like
nice.
surprisingly nice. Like I was ready for the racism, but they were so nice.
Okay, so I
Was
think
Liverpool City at one point?
because
as well.
Germany was really nice people as well, right?
So nice.
And I think they just like, you know, when you realize like, yo, we were really bad to the world. Like countries that were like, yo, we were really bad to the world.
Let us be nice.
Let us be nice to people.
Yeah.
Because Germans were so nice. I've heard Austria is like people are so nice. Poland apparently same thing, and I'm like, okay,
Like that's not to take away from people's actual experiences there.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course, of course.
Like alhamdulillah, like all my
Yours,
experiences
yeah.
across the board
Yeah.
have been like even airport. Like I never get stopped with a name like mine too. Like I never get stopped in
Worst
Really?
case.
ever.
How?
Yeah.
Like I feel so much privilege.
Teach
Like,
me.
huh?
Teach
Teach
me
you?
how.
I love the
I don't
random
know if I can-
security
you're
checks that we get
Iraqi.
with this guy, man.
Yeah.
I don't think you could.
So prettiest is Vienna. What about in terms of culture?
Culture.
Place they've been to, you're like, this is rich in culture, and I love this.
Oh my days! I got to pick my own country. Like
Yeah. Okay.
Eritrea.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Like I was
That
like,
makes sense.
What's
That
a
makes
foreign
sense.
culture that surprised you and you were like, I like this a lot?
foreign culture.
Mm.
Is it bad to say just like London? Like I love London culture. Like in terms of like, there's so many people from everywhere,
That's
and
exactly what I said.
it's just insane. It's a vibe.
Yeah. This
Doesn't
like,
it
you
feel
mentioned
like
that.
if, because I was there earlier this year, I went to Europe this year, guys. In case
There
you
we go,
didn't
it's
know.
back.
I'm that guy.
Just
I went to Europe.
You're the
constantly-
travel guy.
when I run Europe,
It's been a while since we heard that phrase. I went to Europe in case you didn't know.
loves
Don't you
it.
feel like if you stayed in London for 1 month, you'd feel at home?
Yeah, I have, and I always feel at home there.
Yeah.
No matter what, like it's just there's a bit of everything there
Amazing.
for you. You could literally. I mean, it's a bit depressing, but I could live there.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Why? Because like the cost. I was like, wait, what's
Just because of the weather.
Because the weather.
That's the only
Oh,
depressing
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Everyone else is trying to leave, and I'm there going to
Yeah.
see my friends there. So.
Yeah.
I find that so interesting how when you go to certain places, like I'm trying to settle here, and people are packing their bags saying, "I'm leaving."
Dipping out.
You just realize everyone are just on different wavelengths. Like everyone just got their own plans. Everything just in terms of priorities is just very different for
Yeah.
everyone.
I don't think we have. Oh, that's so good.
No, I was gonna say our vacation spots is like other people's. Like they're trying to get out
Try
of
and
there.
get
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, how much do we have that here? Like that people are trying to also just pack up and leave. Like,
Who's
You
trying
know-
to stay here?
really?
See, this.
You trying to like live here for the rest of your life?
I'm not
Ah,
mad at it.
Like
that's-
Australia and all.
There
but
is
still.
nowhere else I would rather
No,
live.
I've heard a lot of
Victoria,
people.
the place to be.
Nah.
The place
Do you look
to
at your,
be.
at your
To
license
be.
plate?
That Melbourne is the place. Well, actually,
Southeast, the place to see.
Ah, no,
Yeah.
not the
Portugal.
southeast. Anywhere. If I lived in the southeast, a rub, I would drive. I would rub for the
That's
hills.
beautiful. It's a beautiful place.
Nah, is it-
Ah.
Melbourne, no?
No, Melbourne is incredible. Mind you, if I'm overseas, I'll be talking about Melbourne like it's the greatest city. in
It
the
is the
world.
greatest
Oh,
city.
so what are you saying?
It is, but like we are far away.
That's
Like, we can't
that's
do-
the only
Yeah,
L
yeah.
we hold.
Weather.
Is that we're far from everything.
Melbourne weather's crap.
Well, yes.
Yeah, but that's why you dip during the bad weather periods.
Yup.
It's like every
And if
day.
you can't afford it that much, just go to Sydney.
And just like that,
And
in
that's
an hour, your
worse.
life is.
Yeah, but the weather
Oh,
is
you don't like
Sydney's
Sydney?
nice.
Sydney's horrible. The people are horrible. Everything about Sydney sucks.
Oh,
I think you're a hater.
No. A lot of people have this
Low-key.
opinion about
Like-
Sydney.
yeah, but the
A
weather's
lot of
nice
people have
in
this
Sydney,
opinion
though.
about Sydney.
No,
Oh.
I think majority of people have that because it's
Mm.
true. Even Sydney people have this opinion.
Mm.
But I think people definitely do wanna. I've come across a lot of people who came from the UK, who came here for holiday, and now next thing you know they're like, nah,
Yeah, mate.
we're staying.
I'll
We are
catch you.
staying.
I'll catch you in January.
We are happy here.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
staying.
Why in Australia?
Yeah,
Yeah, because for them it's something different. The backpackers are always down here, and the weather's better.
But for you, so you say no, this wouldn't be the place to like settle down. No.
Nah, I want to go to like Qatar or like
Just settle down.
Yeah, just for like a bit, like life experience. Like my whole life can't be in Melbourne.
like 5 years.
I hear that.
kind of
Yeah.
situation.
Like have my kids have an interesting kind of like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
know what I mean?
As a kid that grew up there like for 5-6 years, it provided a very unique experience.
I
on
do
it.
want to
It
do
does.
that.
Very
Like
unique.
moving the kids because I think about that now because I think about this guy's upbringing. Like I've been, we've lived in Melbourne. I mean, I came in when I was 3, lived here my whole life, but we've traveled a lot.
Yeah.
But this guy was traveling and living in many
Do you go
different
to Papua New
places.
Guinea? That's all I was thinking. I didn't wanna
Back
know.
home, bro.
She couldn't see that dream at all in her mind.
Bro, I can't be pouring out my life on
Bro.
this.
No, bro,
podcast.
like, since she said it, I can't stop seeing it.
Bro, you did not grow up in Nigeria.
It's the mustache. That's actually what it is.
Reckon, bro.
Nah,
And I was
yeah.
looking at it in the mirror today.
You
I was
know
like,
this?
yo, the mustache is coming through nice, bro. Like, it's looking good.
Yeah.
And all she's
The
seeing is
reverse Hitler.
She just seen PNG.
The more
Was
you
that
grow it, the
Gabriel?
more.
tiny. So.
Bro, I was killing it, man. What was I saying, man?
I have no idea.
You want to live like this guy.
Ah.
You want
yeah.
your kids.
You want
So
your
I've
kids to
moved
live
here.
like this guy.
Been here my whole life, traveled a bunch. This guy was traveling and living in them places. I'm like, I don't see how feasible that is for me to be able to
Yeah.
give that type of a lifestyle to my kids in the future, given how well placed we are here. Do you know what I mean? Like,
You have family. You have
families
yeah,
here,
yeah,
like the
yeah.
community is actually really very
We're
much
very
here.
privileged.
Yeah. So it's kind of the silly idea would be for me to try and
move
to
them
pack
from
up
the
and
area
move
and the
from
parents.
stability and
Yeah.
go to these other places because for me, I'm not really gaining any crazy experience at that point. You know what I mean?
How?
No, as in
Your experiences don't stop just because
experiences continue
obviously
for sure,
growing.
but like the formative ones, you know what I mean? Like it'll be, oh, this is dope. I've seen, but it's not like I don't know how much those experiences will now shape me. Do you know what
Like
I'm saying?
it wouldn't do much more than what a holiday to that place would.
Yeah, I'd say.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, yeah, living amongst a different race might be different or whatever, but it's like it's not that substantial for you
For me.
at this
Mhm.
point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
For them, yeah, sure, because they're growing up in this now, very formative years, all that kind of stuff. But I'm like, I don't see how that could like even make sense for me to try to do that at that point or something like that.
For your child. Like I want my kid to literally have all these kind of weird stories, like from all over the
Which
place.
is nice.
I
yeah.
don't want
Oh.
them to have the life that I had in terms of moving around
That's pretty
heaps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like,
I was like, wow.
trust me, it's been okay. It's been okay. Thank God.
Scary.
It actually worked out nicely for
She
you.
was like,
Yeah.
"Dad, how do we get here, bro?" She's like, "Why are you sharing?
I didn't ask.
You know, I was like, that's a bit too much. My
Why are you
friend.
sharing, bro?"
So, guys, I'm ready to wrap up. No, like because we moved too much, and the reason was we didn't have that. What you're talking about with like the family, the
Yeah.
relatives, community, all that kind of stuff. So it was a no brainer. Like my dad's reason was just money, really, right? I don't want that for my kids. I wouldn't mind. Like, I think it would be cool. Like that one person in school that like left for 2 years, went to another country with their family, and came back to the school.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't mind. It's a little, small experience. Learn something new. You missed out on year 8 to 9. Who cares?
Yes.
But the way I was brought up is like, this semester's at this school, next semester's at the other school.
I guess there's like a downside to
The
Major downside. Like I envy the way, like for example, here it's just one place, knowing these people since primary. Like we've had guests on the podcast before where he's like, we went to primary school together. I'm like, what the heck, man? That's sick.
I mean, I can see that. I mean, when you think about it, like all your close friends, your best friends are here. It's like you want your kids to grow up knowing, like, for my kid to call this guy uncle, you know what I mean? But if I take them to a different place, that means I have to build a whole relationship with different people there, and then.
Bro, and then now
you
start liking the new people even better than the people you...
Like,
bro,
I want my kids to grow up with knowing the grandparents and, because I know my parents, they like to take care of the little ones, spend time with them, those sort of things as well. So kind of creating, even at church, our pastor, like the kids are just running around. Everyone in the church knows the kids. You know what I mean? So I was like, I love stuff like that.
100%. If you guys could be one celebrity for a day,
oh my gosh,
who would you be?
For one day.
Just one day, you're a celebrity. You are a celebrity.
I hate this question.
You are somebody else who's a celebrity. Who are we picking?
I can't pick something too wild.
For one day, that might be the best option.
Like, but at the same time, you also try to enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like you want, but not too.
One day, like, bro, what the heck is one day gonna? But that's exactly why you have to think hard now. Like, what?
The first thing that came to my mind without thinking too deep is Drake.
Okay.
Drake.
Sounds like a boring day. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
What? How's that a boring day?
Spending money is all I can think of.
I don't know. Like
Which
different
is
environments,
cool.
concerts, this, that.
Okay, like you're performing on that day.
Yeah,
Okay,
you know
okay.
what I mean? That kind of
I
stuff.
hear that,
This is
I hear
the
that.
lead up to that sort of stuff.
Kanye West.
Kanye
I was gonna say that for you, but I'm like,
I was already gonna
You
say.
said
I
it
was like,
yourself.
I was trying to think of someone else, and I said Kanye West. I was gonna say Northwest. I was like, I want to live that life.
Yeah.
oh,
That's the only. I don't know, but
Why Kanye?
I just love it, like pre
Pre-crazy.
everything. Like, I had to always put this disclaimer, like, guys, I'm not that nuts.
yeah.
She's like,
Yeah.
he speaks my mind. I'm kidding.
He really did.
Yeah.
Like, I just think he's an absolute
Genius.
genius.
I agree with you.
Like his music and everything that he's accomplished is just
No, in terms of music, I don't think there's a better musician in the last
1000%.
50 years.
Good.
Yep.
Yes.
I stand on that. I
Yeah.
don't think there's a
Kanye.
better person at making music.
As a whole.
Yeah, as an art.
I'm gonna have to.
You're not
I might-
taking in the songs.
Yeah, no, and the art, everything that goes, the guy is just unbelievable.
I gotta look past 20 years. You know what I mean? 50 years is a bit wow.
50 is wild, yeah, bro.
It actually is.
I'm not saying he's the biggest or whatever. I'm saying he's the best.
Yeah, bro. But there's been some.
I
musical
stand on
genius,
that.
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking like what, like MJ, bro? Even?
Yep.
She's thinking now.
Hee hee ha ha.
No, I love. Don't say hee hee ha ha to MJ.
Hee hee ha ha. Where are your children at?
What does that mean?
Are you all right? Now
Now,
MJ is MJ. Like you got to give him his props.
Yeah.
But
Do you?
like,
That's what I'm saying, man. Me?
Who was it on the podcast that said it was? I was
That
me
I
and
was
somebody
scared of him?
else. No, that we're not.
an actual-
We're not.
Oh yeah, I don't think he's that great.
oh Lord.
Yeah, but like,
yeah, for God,
if
who
I,
knows?
in the way everyone else would like, put things up into
Yeah,
the
no, no.
calendar, I'm like, oh,
It-
if you're saying 50 years, I'm like, you can't deny. No, what?
No, no,
better
I'm
than
not-
MJ. Yeah.
Oh,
Even though I personally don't think MJ is all that, but
Yeah.
hey, man, that's neither here nor there. We're moving past that one. Carry on.
All right, so you're choosing Kanye
Yeah,
West.
Kanye.
I think I'm gonna have to actually go with a comedian now. Thinking about it.
I'm trying to think of someone, man. I'm trying to think of like a president or something. You know what I mean? Or like
Okay,
a prime
that's not
minister
bad.
of a country. Or
I'm trying to
something
think
like
of a woman.
that. Yeah. Okay. Right.
So I don't think I'd pick a man
explain that.
because it's only one day.
Yeah.
It's like let me just go extreme different experience.
Yeah, right here, mate.
So you wanna go
we need to unpack
extreme,
that.
extreme.
we need to unpack that
I
after this.
said, that's a lot to unpack right now.
See?
Interesting one there, man.
Intolerant people on this podcast.
He wants to be like one of them city girls, bro.
Definitely, man. I'm seeing this guy wanting to be like Sexy Red or something like
Yeah.
that for a next trade.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
No.
No.
He already thought about it.
He had the
Yeah,
performance ready.
man.
What president would you be?
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Like,
Definitely not going to be as useless as Albanese, but
yeah, that's interesting.
Man, I don't know. Surely you're just gonna be. I actually don't know exactly what they do day to day, but is that exciting for a whole day?
A little bit low key.
I think the
bro.
meetings could be exciting.
Yeah, like,
Could be exciting.
bro. All right, so we've got
The
about
meeting could be
we've got
very
$15
interesting.
trillion that we need to invest in this. What's your decision here?
No.
You're
Your president.
We've lost.
I think they
15
already have
trillion.
other people.
Bro, imagine you're in the meeting, you hear, so we're $3 trillion in debt.
How are we gonna make up for it?
All right, fire everyone. Only keep the farmers, engineers, and the nurses.
Hey, but okay, you're this person, but any decision you make
It's
in that
final.
24
It's
hours
final.
continues on when you switch back.
That's what I'm thinking, bro. Hey, yeah, if they come and
We're
tell me
doomed
that
in
we're
that
$5
case.
trillion in debt, how many zeros is that
Bro,
again?
Daniel's come to spill all the secrets, bro. Yeah, you won't believe it, bro. We'll
They're
finish.
talking to him, the guy just playing Candy Crush.
I score, bro. Come on, man. Yeah. But I
that
can't
could be
think of who,
interesting.
but
Yeah.
maybe some prime minister or president or something.
That could make sense in terms of like meetings and so on. Just it would be kind of interesting. to see what
That's
they
a
talk-
completely different life. I'll never have that much power.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
true.
a very
True,
interesting
true.
space
Very
of life. Yeah. All the money at my disposal in the whole country. Come on.
Who would you
Madness,
be?
I don't know. This is so hard. And now that I said a woman, I'm locked into that.
bro.
I'm trying to think.
What woman do you think is like
Yeah,
so
you'd have to
cool?
pick
So
someone
great.
that
Such a
speaks to
crazy
you.
life
Yeah.
that it's so cool.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because, like, I love Lauryn Hill, but I don't think it'd be that exciting
I
being
think it would
Lauryn
be
Hill.
boring.
Yeah,
Oh, one
like,
for one day.
it just wouldn't be exciting like that.
Turning up late everywhere.
Everywhere.
Oh my
Everywhere.
God.
Turning.
Remixing your own music for your concert.
That's the way, man.
Oh,
think of one
damn.
for
It
you.
would actually have to be someone. Kim was on my mind. Not gonna lie.
She lives a busy life.
It's
Yeah.
a busy. It's a
You want
hectic. I
something
think
busy,
you're
yeah.
just exposed to a lot.
Kim Kardashian, then, man. Him Kardashian. That's you for today. You happy with that? That's it. I'm ready to lock you
He's
in on
trying to
that
lock
one.
it
I
in
think
for
so. I'm
future
locking it for him.
arguments.
I think
Yeah.
I'm Kim Kardashian for
Kim
a day.
Kardashian, bro. Done. Interesting life for a day for you, man.
Just knocking things
Just
over
living
as I
life at
waddle.
odds.
Oh my.
What did you say?
I said because I said Kanye. I said
Oh yeah, true.
You're just getting a call from.
We're just gonna beef in 24 hours.
Is North coming over? No,
That's
North.
literally how you guys are spending your whole days. Right?
Maybe.
This man is harassing you on the phone and you're airing his calls. Bro. That's it. That's the whole day,
Basically.
Wanna think of the kids?
man. Right. I'm interested to know what's the day to day for you then. Beyond the 24 hours, what's the day to day? So now, are you
as a
still
digital creator.
Yeah, digital creator. Okay,
Yeah,
interesting.
bro.
Ooh,
I've
okay,
never
give
heard
me
that
a
term,
little
but it's
title.
nice.
Yeah, I like that.
She said, "All right, let me slap that into the bio right now, bro."
It's already there.
It's already there.
Is it? Researcher.
Yeah, researcher.
Redeemed himself.
Yeah. So, what does it mean to be a digital creator, and what does that look like on a day-to-day basis for you?
Day-to-day basis. So every day is different, and I'm so grateful to have this job because I'm able to work with really amazing brands and work with really cool people, and just always like tap into my creativity. Sorry, I got a stutter. I love makeup and I love just the whole world of beauty and fashion. So just being able to work in it. So some days are crazier than others where I have to like film like a few videos all at once. So I try to do that and then, you know, edit throughout the week and all that stuff. So no day's actually all the same.
What was people's reaction when you're like, "This is what I do," especially with family?
You said it since 2016 as
Yeah.
well, something like that. That's kind of wild.
Because it is
So-
a big industry, obviously, right? But in terms of trying to explain that to our parents, saying, "Yo, this is actually how I'm going to be making my money," you know what I mean?
They
It's
still don't know?
kind of a funny story. So I tell my dad, because me and my dad are pretty close, right? So I tell him stuff, but I don't think he actually takes it
He
in.
wasn't listening.
Like he likes to just think that his daughter is like
A lawyer.
like, basically like just living in
She's a
Lulu world.
politician, bro. You don't know she did
she
does make up on the side, yeah.
Yeah.
Film sometimes here and there.
But he loves the whole makeup stuff. He was like, even when I
That's
quit
dope.
uni, I was like, Baba, I quit uni. He's like, are you doing makeup? And I said, that's my. He
Yeah,
already knows me.
wow.
But in terms of this, I think there was like some billboard of me. Are you right? This guy's just dying.
They don't have fresh water in,
Yeah.
in PNG.
I drank it wrong. I tried to find it, but I couldn't do it. Sorry, carry
Let
on.
it out, let it out.
Good.
So there was this billboard of me for some like event that was gonna go on.
Yeah.
Mind you, it was a modest thing, so it's not like I was
Yeah.
way out there.
Yeah.
Then I get this call, and I knew it was gonna be, and I was like, oh, please don't let it be in the north. Please don't let it be in the north. I get a call. Mom's like, I've gone blind. When I was like, I had to pull over. I went blind. I couldn't see. It was so dramatic. Like I had to literally hang up. That's how dramatic it was. He's like, how can the daughter of Abdullah Idris Khalifa be on like a billboard? And I was
full
like,
names. Yeah.
and then I was like, Dad, it's really not that deep. Like, but now they completely used to it. Like they used to it. And then I remember when my husband came to ask for my hand, my dad's like, does he know you're like famous?
Does he know the price?
Yeah.
And I
Is
was
it ready?
I was just dying. I was like, yeah, Dad. He's okay with it.
Oh,
But it's
man.
hard because East African parents are like just way off sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just not in Eritrean culture. Eritreans are very conservative. So to be out there is a bit.
How did that journey start? Like, how
That's what I
did
was
you-
gonna say. Why'd you gravitate
Yeah.
to beauty and that makeup side of things then?
I was always a tomboy,
Yeah.
believe it or not, like growing up. Like I was always like with the boys playing footy.
That's a term we don't use anymore.
Tomboy.
Wait,
Yeah,
are we not
nah.
allowed
It's
to?
society.
No,
I was like,
it's cancelled. No, all career flash.
Cancel
All career
culture.
flash before our eyes.
No,
Just that.
I miss that term.
Tomboy.
Yeah, nah, I feel like people
Because
don't really use it
nowadays we
anymore.
just go, oh, maybe that kid's maybe,
Just maybe.
maybe it's maybe.
Just maybe.
And Tomboy was,
Yeah.
it was okay.
Yeah.
Like then. But then now, like,
I feel like I never. That's not a concept or anything like that nowadays.
yeah, it was just like, okay, cool. This is what you're just going through for now.
Yeah.
You just hang out with the boys, having a kick, but
That was the truth.
soon you'll becoming you'll be a woman.
You'll be a woman.
You'll be a woman. So we're not worried.
Yeah.
You know,
Ah, okay, yeah.
But it's saying that's what
tomboyish.
so growing up, a lot
Yeah.
more hanging out with the bros.
Yeah, I was always with my brothers, my cousins playing footy all
Yeah.
the time. Like the teachers used, because I went to Islamic school too,
Yeah.
and that was a no-go. So they used to always have chats with me about that. And I was like, bro,
Yeah.
relax, I'm just playing footy. And then, I don't know, when it hit, I think when I started to care about like, how I dressed, how I looked, then I started dabbling in like makeup and stuff.
Yeah.
So that started around like probably 2013, 2014, around then.
And then when did you know that this is a thing? Because there's a difference between like, okay, I like this, that
And I'm
into
good
this,
at it.
and then I'm good at, and then number two is like I can do something with this.
So with makeup, it was when I was like, okay, I've got these skills. Let me just take it a notch further and go to school for it, to it. But with the Instagram stuff, me and my sister were traveling to like, where did we go? All over Europe for like 3 months. And we went to the Middle East as well. And I was recording every single day, posting it, and the traction was like crazy,
Yeah, right.
insane.
Wow.
And especially like even on Snap, it was like 1 million, 2 million like views for
On Snap?
Snap.
It was insane.
Snap, wow.
On Snap. This is back in the day too.
This is before they
2016.
even had the like you can subscribe to Snap and
Explore.
stuff like that. Or
Yeah, I think right after it, they contacted me.
no,
for that kind of
oh,
But when I came back, that's when brands were like contacting me, like, "Hey,
Wow.
can you just put this out?" And then I was like, "Oh, this can actually be like a kind of like
Wow.
a career path."
pause, dog. Japan, bro. We have to
Oh,
capitalize off that.
Yeah, capitalize.
Bro,
As we're here right now, you've probably
You've probably seen that first video where, okay, we can say what it is. We're going for dinner tonight. You know this? Did you know this? We're going to go get ramen tonight.
What day is this?
Our first video is ramen in Melbourne versus ramen in Tokyo.
No comparison, probably.
Exactly. But it's content.
No, I highly, highly, highly recommend you guys kill it with the content.
2 guys, 1 city. That's our thing.
Bro,
What do you think?
They already exist, man.
Yeah. It's a good name, right? But it already
Two
exists.
guys, one
Yeah.
city,
They already exist.
and I'm following them, carrying their bags around. So
You can't see with us.
Oh, my. But then you're getting the millions of millions
Okay,
on
yeah.
the Snap.
'Cause
And
it
then
was
they came back and
crazy.
said, what's good?
Literally.
you may need to educate me just a little bit in this, because in terms of the makeup thing.
Oh.
I said-
How do you travel?
No. In terms of makeup, because I feel like every girl out there is good at makeup.
You reckon?
No.
I could be wrong
No.
in terms of like doing their own makeup or doing makeup in general.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So, like, how do you
How do you become the
Like,
how do you become her?
Like, how do you become? Yeah,
In
like
makeup.
exactly. How do you become that person with makeup?
I think
What's
there's a
different about
difference
your
between
concealer?
putting
You
on
know what I
makeup
mean?
for
Like, what are you
yourself.
using that they're not using? Like,
Nah, bro, this one, she's just not heavy-handed with
nah,
it.
like, you know,
I'm fucking dead.
like you just go Sephora and get the, you know, like, what
Yeah.
are you doing that they're not doing? I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Maybe they're just not capitalizing off it or whatever.
Mm.
But
Okay,
I
that's a good
did have
point.
like a huge kind of like page where I had like all my clients and stuff like that. But I found it really hard to balance both the creator stuff and the makeup stuff. So I just stopped that. And I still do have like a really strong clientele base in the north, and I absolutely love them. They're always like super, super regular.
Yeah.
So I just, my makeup stuff, it kind of feeds off the Instagram stuff now. So I don't really have to concentrate too much on that.
Do you have a desire to do the like Huda type thing where it's like eventually your own line,
nice
all this
brand.
kind of stuff?
Yeah, that's definitely, and Huda inspires me so much with
Bro,
that kind of
that's
stuff.
the
'cause
greatest
she-
Iraqi that ever
Bro,
existed.
it looks so nice.
Honestly.
The palettes as well, man. Fam.
Yeah.
Good
Oh,
looking palettes. Bro.
Tom girl.
Bro, they're just like colorful, man. Great.
No, she
great
did her
colours.
thing, and
Yeah.
she's absolutely incredible. And she started off with like, you know, just saving up money and also getting from her sister. So I definitely do like, I'm planning to get to that stage, but I'm a perfectionist. So
Of course, yeah.
you know how everyone's doing makeup these days, like
Yeah.
you said. So it's like, how do I make sure that my brand is like above that or gives someone like
So I
some
should
different?
buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just like, sorry,
Yeah.
the next step,
Yeah.
basically.
Oh, that's cool.
Right.
That's so cool.
I think you're right in terms of that, because there's a difference between being good at this, but also showing people. So I think a perfect example is like, let's say, fashion.
Mhm.
There's a lot of people out there can dress really well. But I think the difference is that some people actually do the content. They get ready with me. So now they're actually putting out there on the internet.
Exactly.
Where now people are like, oh, wow, you can dress. And where's the other guy or the other girl who's also can dress as well? The only difference is that they're actually not putting out there to the world.
They're not doing the work.
They're not doing the work, right? So
And TikTok really helps with that because people really like, they could be doing bare minimum and just recording it and just making it seem interesting, and everyone's like glued in.
exactly right.
It's funny. Our clip that did best ever was about makeup.
Roasting
And we
it.
were saying, you know,
What were
like
you
million
guys
or so.
saying?
I want to see if she's gonna agree with
We were
this,
saying we
right?
don't like, as guys, we don't really like birthday makeup. And I want to hear your angle on this.
I don't really like birthday
discussion.
makeup either.
Thank
God.
you.
I tell you why, it happens to the best of us, yeah?
Uh-huh.
So, like, you get G'd up for an event.
And you think I have to be.
Yeah, and then you start doing the most. And then by the end of it, you're like, I don't have any time. So you just got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
So it does
man.
happen. Like, even like certain like events or whatever where I'm like,
Mm.
oh, okay, got to do this. And I'm like, what the hell is on my face at this point? But, you know, you got to ride out with it.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
get the-
yeah.
Okay, I think so. I got a friend who, a friend of a friend, who was doing a
Thanks.
I forgot the exact story, but anyways, they were getting married.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I think it cost them around $800.
Good.
For,
Sheesh.
yeah, I'm trying to understand. Is that reasonable?
I don't know what she was offering, but it can. Like, I think I spent about $400 on my makeup because I didn't want to do it myself.
Yeah.
Around $300-400. I don't know, or maybe more, including like all the events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's hey, there's money in
Inflation, bro.
makeup. Inflation is real.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I heard this price, I said, "That's yeah."
He said, "Let me grab a brush."
Yeah.
This is unheard of.
Honestly,
Nah,
yeah.
my thing was like, you just shouldn't say that it's a lot because you can just charge that price instead.
Oh no, I could, but I don't charge those
You don't want
prices. Like, my prices are like quite chill.
Yeah.
Because I also like my clientele, like some of them are like students,
Yeah,
So you
okay.
gotta know your base.
Yeah.
I do think makeup's expensive, like across the board. Like even like going into Sephora, like if you've ever been into one, bro, these prices in Mecca and Sephora crazy. But I feel like if an artist is doing a job, you're not just paying for that moment. You're paying for all the learning, all the time,
Yeah.
and all that.
You're also paying for these photos are gonna last forever.
Exactly.
You know what
Exactly.
I mean? Yeah. That's why I'm like I don't know. I don't know the market on this stuff. But when you said 800, I'm like, that's not the craziest 800 to spend on your wedding day.
Piss off.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not
worth
like
it
of
at the end.
all the hundreds you're gonna spend,
Bro.
that's probably one of the most valuable. How's my wife's face looking, bro?
Bro, 800. Nah, man. Give me 200, bro. What's going on here?
Nah.
250, bro.
No.
What
Again, do
incarnations?
we think the reason why it costs that
Oh,
much
hold on,
is
because they
the word
spent 800 and then, bro, no, you look like
To get
this.
like
Wow.
one.
No. That's what
Why
I'm
do you
saying.
look like this?
Nah,
The
I'm not
point
saying
was
800 now do the most.
No,
No,
I'm not
800
saying
and just-
do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then someone, do a route with 200.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
but the less you want, like, you're gonna get someone dodge.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying
the market is
yeah.
looking.
I'm happier spending 800 on the makeup than the cake.
I don't know.
Okay.
Ah.
It's a small cake for this wedding, but okay.
Do
okay.
people drag on the price as soon as you throw the word wedding in there?
Oh yeah, the wedding
They
industry
also-
is nuts. So
They also drag it too.
I
figured.
want because you were saying fashion as well.
Mhm.
Obviously, were you involved in Fashion Week, Melbourne Fashion Week?
This time, yeah, I was. I just did like I went to one of the shows over there. Did like a
Yeah.
little thing for them.
There was obviously the whole discourse around black models feeling
Oh
undervalued
yes.
and all that. Like,
Mhm.
what? I don't know, do you have an experience in that kind of space, or was it for you? Is it just strictly like, yo, I'm here on job to, or are you like, are you hired like, yo, can you do the makeup for the black models, or like, what's the go there?
So I don't do modeling. No, I don't do makeup for like models and stuff like that. I do it like more for like weddings and stuff. Like I'm
Okay,
a wedding
yeah.
makeup artist. But I do think the industry as a whole, like in Australia, beauty, fashion, whatever, needs like an overhaul. Like needs to appreciate black models, creators across the board, because there's like huge like financial like discrepancies and all that stuff. We don't get paid as much. And I totally agree. And sometimes I feel like even if I'm in a room, which is hard to get in, and I'm very grateful to be in, sometimes it's like a token. Like I know why I'm there.
Yeah.
And you see the same kind of faces every single time.
Yeah.
So I definitely think we need a lot more work done. But, being in that industry and me also going to those events, I see that as me being part of that work and trying to open
I hear
doors
that.
for other people.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm trying to see, has it called? Wow, has it like cut out to be
struggling.
all that you wanted it to be? Like in those, because this is what, 7 years? Or you even said like 2014 is
I
when
don't
you
know. I
were
can't count.
like, but at least 7 years, right? Of
Yeah.
this type of a space of beauty, and then even the social media aspect of things.
Mhm.
In that space of time, has it kind of like brought forth what you'd be expecting from all of that?
I feel like in Australia, yes. Like if I were anywhere else in the world, I feel like people can get to like bigger stages and other stages. But in Australia, it's a growing industry.
Yeah,
It's like a baby mini industry compared to the rest of the world. And as you know, even with like concerts and stuff, everyone's like, oh, we've got to go to Australia. Like 5 years later, we end up there. So
sad.
we're always going to be like the last thought in terms of like beauty and fashion stuff. So I feel like,
It's what you expected.
yeah,
for
it's
Australia,
what you expect out of Australia.
Do you think there's anything in fashion where Australia has, or beauty, that Australia has like affected the global culture on?
I think fashion, yeah, there's a lot of big brands out there that would also be involved in like the European stuff, and people are wearing certain brands across the board.
In terms of, okay, yeah, I hear that. In terms of like iconic things. Because there's only one I can think of is the Biggie Coogee sweater. That's from Melbourne. Coogee.
What?
There's an area called Coogee in Melbourne. You know the sweater where Biggie's counting the money?
Oh yeah,
That sweater's from Melbourne.
is it?
Yeah.
See, you're a nerd.
I'm
in
in
terms of,
or
like,
Sydney maybe, but yeah.
Okay.
But that's the only
Don't get it
iconic.
wrong now.
That's the only iconic thing that I
Yeah.
can think of, because I'm like, I
Alright.
can't think of an artist that's iconic in terms of their fashion or whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
That really affect.
Like,
Yeah,
I think it's hard to do a lot from here so far.
that's true. It's hard to affect the rest of the world
Mm.
being so far away,
Being
and I
so
feel like
far.
we're in our own little bubble.
Yeah,
So everything that's Australian literally stays Australian.
yeah.
That's
Which is
true.
good in a way. We have our own unique kind of like culture in terms of like beauty and fashion. We get affected by the trends, but it's not as crazy down here as it is overseas.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that.
Have you felt like there was during your journey, any clash between the industry that you're in, but also your culture, your faith, your religion?
Yeah, 1000%. And you're like randomly confronted with it at different times in the industry. Like I went to a show at Melbourne Fashion Festival. Like was it this year? this year seems so long.
Hmm.
I don't know what it is, but
Like
this year
ages.
seems
It's
like
running out,
never
though. It's
fucking
running out.
ending. I think it was earlier this year, and one of the designers like had Allah's name written in Arabic, right?
And we never brought that up. Do you guys remember?
Did we bring it up?
Yo, there's something with. Yeah, okay, go because I had a thing this week that I saw that, but yeah, continue.
So no, well,
Meek Mill was on an interview with it's him, Rick Ross, and Speedy from Complex, right?
Mhm.
Great interview, whatever. But Meek is wearing 2 chains. One says Allah, also in gold, which
yeah,
if you understand, like more and more, you're like, yeah, as
Yeah.
a, man or whatever. And next to it is the Star of David on another chain as a pendant.
Meek Mill's
And
dumb.
next to it is a it's like the Hindu, that one where it's
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
writing. I'm just like, what are you guys doing? Like, this is mockery of all these faiths at this point. You know what I mean? Like, wait, I don't.
Yeah.
Like, when
Anyway,
you
but
stand-
yes,
yeah.
continue with
No,
this.
Meek
yeah.
Mill's dumb, but he probably doesn't even know what either.
100%. It's just jewelry, but yeah.
But yeah, when I saw that, I was just like, wait, why the hell did they invite me here and just to slap me across the face?
Mm.
Like, we're allowed in those spaces, but sometimes the respect isn't there. So I definitely
Yeah.
do see that, not just in terms of like religion, but in terms of like being
Yeah.
black as well.
Was it you that led the conversation around that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, someone pinched me. Like, what the hell is going on?
Am I
Like,
seeing what I'm seeing? Kinda,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
because that was a second show.
Snap, I just remember that was you in the video.
Yeah.
What the heck? I just deeped that now. Yeah.
Yeah, basically,
That's the video I saw. I think I sent it into our group chat.
I'm dead. No one being in the
What
group. So, because that was the second show, and I spoke to the people that went to the first show, and everyone's like, laughing, having a joke, and I
Yeah.
said, okay, this is gonna be a good show. I sit down and I see it go past. I said, no, wait, let him turn around again. And I said, nah, I must be blind because I don't have 20/20 vision.
Yeah.
And I refuse to wear glasses. So I said, let me zoom in.
Personally, it's not that bad, personally, but
It's not a thing. I zoomed in and I said, ha. So I just went out, and then I could have, I wish I had spoken to the owners and stuff if I looked around, for the heads of Melbourne Fashion Festival, so I can have a one-on-one conversation and
Yeah.
actually tell them what is going
What's
on.
Yeah.
And to hear that on the background, there was so many things that could have been done to stop that from happening. It's just always like an extra slap in the face.
Yeah, it's always been so interesting to me, the people that use images or words or whatever from a faith that they're not part of as a symbol.
think-
Or
I think she just used it because it's in Arabic and
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
an Arab. Yeah.
she is. She
Yeah,
is.
I'm pretty sure she's Christian Lebanese.
That's even stupider.
I
That's even
mean,
stupider.
because I had a lot of the Chaldean and stuff be like, no, we wouldn't
Yeah,
use that this way
What
too,
the heck?
either way. Like, it's disrespectful.
100%.
Yeah, it wrote Alayam Shimai on it.
Translate.
Oh,
God walks with me.
Yeah, God
you.
walks with me. Sorry.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Yeah.
So
Forget that you got a PNG over here.
Yeah, don't speak Arabic. I'm sorry.
So did the industry listen when people come forth and say, "Hey, this actually is not right"? Do we feel like, from your experience or from what you've seen, doesn't have to be exactly your own personal
Mhm.
experience, but from what you've seen, do you feel like they should take the right steps to try to correct that? Say, "Oh, we actually didn't know the impact that this can cause."
I feel like at the start they tried to.
Yeah.
Not that they tried to, but they were like, oh, damn, people actually care about this.
Yeah.
And then after a bit, they were like, nah, we're just going to deal with this internally. And they kind of suppressed it a lot in the press and stuff too. There was a lot of backward politics going on.
Right.
But I think what people tend to do in Australia, because Australian racism isn't to your face sometimes. It's kind of
all behind
really,
doors,
yeah,
the
behind,
scenes,
toned
yeah,
down. So
yeah.
I think what they try to do is just shut up about it and just be like, yeah, we'll invite you to all these other events and all that stuff, so you can be happy or whatever, but not actually address the issue.
It's
I don't think they get addressed in Australia.
It's like the next meeting is like, "Oh, how are you?" It's like,
It's like, what,
are we not gonna talk about last
what
week
happened?
or-"
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Yeah, I think those things are, but it's interesting though. From what I'm about to say, I think those things are very, they're big. It causes discourse on that. But I was gonna say that maybe it doesn't actually end up becoming anything crazy because faith is not necessarily rooted in the culture of the place the tune. But then again, Australia, in regards to, you know, when First Fleet and all that came over, is coming from is it Christian or Catholic, would we say? That Britain. Catholic? Yeah.
It was Christian.
Is it Christian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, true. It would be a very, you know, that's a Christian movement. So a lot of that, you know, founding fathers, all that kind of stuff, whatever, it's all Christian
Yeah.
notions that implemented it. But I think we've
really-
definitely
yeah.
drifted away from that
Yeah.
very strongly,
Yeah,
right? So
definitely.
it's like the conversation and discourse that comes out from this afterwards is momentary. It causes situations. People talk about it. Everyone's on their toes, whatever. But because it's not offensive as a whole across the board to everyone, it doesn't go in. I remember when we brought this up, actually, this was in March. The conversation I brought up was, does God have any more friends? Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
Because I was like, yeah, there was the conversation that happened on the project. Someone said something. I can't remember what it was.
This was about
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus.
that-
yeah.
Yeah, there was
wild
someone on there that said
controversy.
something crazy.
Feral.
And then, yeah, there was other being written on.
It was all at the same time.
Yeah, it was at the same time, exactly. And then I was like, yo, that was what sparked the conversation of does God have any more friends? Because I'm like, in regards to how society as a whole, but then here we talk about Australia, it's like that's not something that is ingrained in the culture of everyone here. Being one, a melting pot, but then in general, it's not upholded in that kind of a way.
That's what I clocked. I'm like, oh, they don't really care about.
They don't
the
really
religious aspect.
care. No.
But if it's a black people issue, like what's going on right now, when them speak, they could be like, okay, yeah, we'll have more black models. Like to them, it's like, okay, we can fix this. We can do something about it. But if it's a religion issue, they're like,
Bro, like what? Okay, now we help you out with this, and then now what? They think other people are gonna get mad or something, and this
Exactly.
faith is this. I'm like, I see that, but yeah, it's just because it's not ingrained in the
not
culture
ingrained,
like that,
yeah.
man. It's
But
tough.
if this happens somewhere else, yeah,
What?
yeah, it's finished.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
The whole show is shut down.
The whole show shut down.
Hey. Got the cameras,
Bro, the person didn't even walk halfway, bro. The seat, yeah.
Stop rolling.
Someone did this. The lights are off, bro. You're not walking. You're not completing a walk.
Oh,
when
man.
you make noise like that about a topic like that, and it went viral, right? Like obviously a lot of articles, a lot of everything. What is two things? One, how much did your personal following grow because of that? And how much backlash did you see in your own comments and stuff from people?
it was a crazy amount of backlash. Like people were like, it's not that deep, da da da. Australia is not a religious country. Why are you trying to bring your religion here? All that kind of like crap was all thrown at me, and like them trying to say like, why should I care about Islam being protected in Australia when, like you were saying, like no one cares about religion down here. Like you should get over it, assimilate and all that stuff. So got heaps of like backlash in that terms.
Yeah.
But what was the other thing?
How much did your personal following grow? Because
Not really, because I feel like people were just like listening, because I didn't make it into like a every single day let me speak about it kind of thing. I just spoke about it that 1-2 times just to give people the kind of info, and I didn't like kind of build on that like bandwagon at all. So it wasn't like that for me. I just wanted to speak about it, let them know, and because I couldn't actually change things or get apologies or whatever, like I didn't feel like what
You
more
need to
could I
carry
do?
on,
Like
yeah.
I felt like helpless anyway. So it's like, why continue it?
Yeah.
Basically.
That was so
That makes
interesting,
sense.
that period of time. Yeah.
Mm.
I can't believe I didn't realize that was your video. I'm deep in it now. That's wild. Yeah, it's a very interesting thing. And I mean, the conversation now becomes, should people care and be what's the word here? Not cautious, but be respectful. Like, is that an expectation we have? Like, if someone, for me being a Christian, I'm very respectful of other people's religions, because it's like, I'm not gonna, like, let me think about how I would feel if someone's saying these type of things in regards to my faith. Why jump on the bandwagon to beat down other faiths? It's just like, there's that kind of mutual respect or something like that there.
Yeah.
But then when
Christian way of living.
when you come from different people, well, you come from when it comes to people that have no kind of any kind of faith kind of guiding or anything like that.
Okay, but then
and they're sending it flying, like everybody gets it equally in that. It's like, is there that expectation for them to be respectful at all anyways either?
well, my thing is, and this is kind of what I was getting at earlier, it's like, why is God an aesthetic for you? Right? Like that, I'd never understand with people. Like, you remember when there was the bikini going around with like Father, Son, Holy Spirit? It's like,
crazy.
what are we doing here? Like, as in, my thing is like, clearly if you're doing that, you don't respect God, right? So you're just using this as an aesthetic, and it's like, then that is just inherently offensive.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, dude. How can you not expect backlash. And I think it is fair to go, I expect you to not be unnecessarily offensive to people.
Yeah.
And you can't be surprised as well. I think if people are doing that, they act surprised. I'm like,
Yeah, it's like they say it,
Come
they just
on.
expect you to take it.
yeah,
Yeah,
Like,
move on.
So what do
Bruh,
you
I'm gonna
mean?
say something.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
And you can't expect an entire, like, we are a multicultural society down here. You cannot expect an entire to like just be okay with whatever you dish out, and just because, oh, wait, it's Australian way of doing stuff. Like, it doesn't work like that.
Mm,
You have people from all different faiths and backgrounds, so someone's gonna get offended.
100%. Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's a very tough one in terms of navigating these sort of challenges. Is there a particular challenge that you still haven't, like a backlash, not backlash actually, like a
Hurdle.
like a hurdle, conflict that you still haven't faced yet, but it feels like it's gonna come?
Have you been cancelled at all? Cancelled.
Cancelled?
Like, yeah, something that may cause you to get cancelled if you speak about it, I guess.
I don't think I have been. I don't know. I haven't. To be honest, I'm not really
Good question.
controversial.
I
I just
hear
tell
that.
people, like, for example, I said, okay, don't write Allah's name on thing. Apparently, that's controversial. I remember during the BLM times, I said, don't use the N word. That's freaking controversial.
Yeah.
Like, shoot me.
Mm.
Those are the kind of like stuff I've been
Yeah.
kind of involved in. So it's
Yeah.
like when I speak about things like to do with like the underdog usually. So it's controversial to people with privilege, but not necessarily to everyone else.
Don't necessarily understand.
Yeah. But in terms of what you were saying, I think being a black Muslim creator, I've kind of like faced a lot from the industry because I'm quite new to, like, I don't know many black Muslim creators. I think it's only me and Busted basically that are doing it out here. So I know that the Arab creators started this off at the, firstly, for like Muslims in the industry. So it's just breaking new barriers right now. So
Yeah.
kind of like seeing things.
Yeah, I mean, being new to it, and as you mentioned, there's no really blueprint, if
Yeah.
that sort of makes sense. In terms of, okay, cool, this is how you deal with this, this is how you deal with it. Okay, all going to someone in terms of, hey, how can I deal with this, or what's next from here? It's almost like now you're on your own path, and you just sort of have to go along
Yeah.
with it.
Basically have to navigate it and try to make it easier for people like me
Exactly
to
right.
come through later on.
Have you ever been
Is it-
the talk of your community because of your work?
Surely.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
No one's gonna
Like-
marry her. She's on billboards.
You know, you're like
that was
positive
my
and
mum
negative.
always.
yeah.
It would
That
have
was
to be
legit.
100%.
Yeah, I think Richards are always talking. But to be fair, I come from a huge family. Like there's like
Oh, we
400
know.
Like
Yeah.
Huh?
After what you said, yeah, we know.
Oh yes, I told you guys they breed like rabbits. But yeah, they like, so my family do talk and the outside community do talk, but it's like, like I don't really hang out with them. So
Yeah, right. Okay, it doesn't come back to you, or like it doesn't actually affect
yeah,
day to day.
but my mom likes to say, "Oh yeah, that's my daughter." I said,
Yeah.
"Yeah, you weren't proud of me back home, yeah? Now you want to mention my name?"
That's
so
how
funny.
they move, man. When
That's
parents
it.
start saying, "Oh wait, this is making sense," and dollars.
Yeah, I know, bro.
That's the
What's
only
going
part.
on here? Yeah.
When they hear the dollars here, they're like, oh, what are they
I was
doing?
believed in you.
And then they hear the dollars.
Oh,
They
my
go crazy.
days,
What's
man.
your next destination? Where are you going to next?
I might have to go back to England for a wedding, but I'm gonna.
As you do, you know. Come on.
The
That's
UK is so nice. I actually
Yeah.
love it. I need to go live there ASAP. I want to go to Greece next year. I always think we're in 2024 already.
Yeah.
I want to go to Japan next year. Defos.
Have you been?
No, I'm just jealous because you guys are in
I was
We'll
gonna
Japan.
say,
tell
yeah,
you
we'll let you
about
know.
it,
Yeah.
yeah.
As we are
Let
in
me
Japan
know.
right now.
I'm loving the feed that's going on right now. Like,
It's good.
keep it up. Yeah.
Thank you.
So Greece and then Japan next year.
Yeah,
That's-
Greece, Japan, because I got to go to a wedding in Greece. So,
As well?
yeah.
Wait.
Hey, hold up, boys.
Wait.
Do we not have cool friends or what?
Nah, like
What?
damn. All the people that's getting married are all in the southeast.
Bro, what? Bro, this guy shook it up for us and go West Side, boys. Let's go West Side.
She's got a whole different country, bro.
Huh.
Madness.
You
Yeah.
guys
nah.
aren't leaving this area.
Nah, man. People ain't.
We love to travel.
Yeah, well, I mean, not how many of our friends have been getting married or family as well.
True.
Yeah, there you go.
You have tips for any of these boys who are planning to start a business out of this? The travel.
Ah, yes.
yes.
That would be dream.
Is it?
like traveling and working, like
traveling for
Yeah.
content. Like, yo,
traveling
Yeah,
for,
travel
travel
for
for
fly
content.
out. We're gonna fly you out. Go record
Yeah.
content. Oh,
I need them to put me on that. Like
Ah.
that's the goal.
yeah.
Because you could sort of start that already.
Yeah, I
Because
could.
since you're
No,
already
she can't. No, she can't.
He said, no, that's our place.
Competition right here.
since you're already been to like 20 plus countries, you could have just a little vlog here and there on the side. Do this,
Yeah,
guys.
it's
Things
just
you should
hard.
try.
With Australia because they want to promote Australia.
Yeah, that's the.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I love Australia, the rest of Australia and stuff like that. But it's just like, yeah.
Do you travel to? Have you done much travel in Africa?
I've only been to Egypt, Eritrea, and Sudan. Obviously, last year I was just in Tanzania, so I was like in a
Oh,
safari in
that's
the middle of
beautiful,
nowhere.
yeah.
It was so good.
That's beautiful.
That's nice.
It was
Oh
sick.
yeah. I need to touch that. I need to touch home, man. Yeah, I
Yeah,
say it
I
all
need
the
to
damn
touch
time. Huh?
You've never been to PNG?
Never been back to PNG, no. Hey
No,
guys,
for real.
don't ever bring her back. Team meeting right now.
Bro, that's top 2 jokes.
Yeah, nah, let's call it. Nah, but yeah, never been back. Nah, never
To
been back
Niger?
Nah, never been to Niger. Literally, yeah.
Yee.
It's so crazy, yeah. But now, even more so, it seems a lot more impossible.
Why?
Just because it's crazy. Right now.
Yeah. Okay. Can
Know
you
what I
explain
mean?
this to us? How crazy is Nigeria? Because like when I compare it to like the idea of going back to Iraq, I'm like, bro, Nigeria seems like you can just go. Like that's so safe.
Plenty of people.
Nah,
go.
you can go for sure, yeah. Like, but you're limited. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not really going out and about. And I don't have family there too tough anymore.
People be
That
doing
is
like
gonna.
Dr.
What?
December in Niger and Ghana.
Yeah, but that's mainly Ghana. Ghana's
Ghana, yeah.
rebrand has been fantastic. I don't even know if it's rebrand. So it was
Brand.
like it was
I
dust.
don't know
The
what
branding
Ghana's
now,
doing, but
Ghana
everyone-
has
Yeah.
ate it up.
Yeah.
They ate it up. Nigeria is not banging the same type of dirty December as Ghana is.
Yeah.
And it hurts me so much as Nigerian to say that about Ghana. They're actually killing it right now. Niger's just in certain pockets, man, like it can be so many different things, whether it be the police corruption, judge, or
Oh, not George.
yo,
Oy, oy, oy.
like, but it sounds drag, like like man, like fam. Yeah, man. The things that
Yeah, but you
she's
can
saying
still
that
go
is,
to like the capitals and all that.
That's
and
what I'm
just
saying,
go
yeah,
check
but
out
I think for me doing that, I'm like, wow, I'm really moving like a tourist
your
in
own
a place
country.
that's my home, like where I was born here, which is just normal, having not lived there.
Mhm.
But it's like, damn, I've gone back home, made the effort all the way, and it's like I'm actually not seeing this place for what it fully
is.
is in its
Yeah.
fullness.
Mhm.
So it's like when you want to go and tap into them places, that's
Mhm.
when things are getting a bit wild and all that kind of stuff there.
All
I
right.
hear it.
Came dressed as the flag
You
today.
just gotta
Yeah,
accept
man.
your
Green,
country
white,
for what
green,
it
bro.
is.
Come on, man. Yeah, it's just mad right now. Corruption's crazy.
Yeah,
yo.
you gotta accept it
Corruption
for
is
what it
so
is.
wild in
Yeah.
Nigeria. It's absolutely madness, man.
My
Yeah.
friend actually lives there.
In Niger,
Yeah.
where? Yeah, I don't know.
Well, how am I gonna know?
Don't know what I asked.
What province? How am I gonna know what
Bro,
province?
she's gonna tell him the province. He's gonna say, I don't know.
Oh man, yeah. Right, really, how long? Like how long for?
For a while. He's originally from America, but
Yeah.
he lives there.
It's a confident man. That's a bold move.
Yeah, that-
Nah, a beautiful place regardless. Everywhere in the world is beautiful, is what I believe.
Why'd you say bold move? And you looked at me.
Did I? That was not intentional.
Like a magnum.
She's like, you gonna take that?
That was not intentional. I was like, did he hear that? No, I'm joking.
Oh man. Well, yeah, I don't know. I just think it's kind of madness right now. Yeah. Like, yeah, a lot of my family's moved out anyways. Like, they're just like, yo, it's peak, bro. We're
Nigeria.
gone out of here, man. Yeah.
Fair enough.
One day, man. Soon comes. Soon
We'll
comes,
go
soon comes,
back,
for sure.
explore.
Have you
Right.
been to Sudan?
Nah, not yet.
I haven't been back to Sudan either.
You know what I'm saying, man? We
We
go all of us. We go everywhere but.
We gotta do the Africa trip.
That's what I'm saying. Is what? That's
The Iraqi said, huh? Where?
Do you wanna
No,
come?
I would love
At
to.
least go
I-
to
Hey,
us.
what do you mean?
Go to
I would love
us.
to. What? I've been in Egypt.
Oh, you've been in Egypt?
Yeah,
Okay.
No. I would. Us and the boys. There's 4 of us. There's also a Zim guy,
Yeah.
and like we've said, like we need to do like a homecoming trip where we do
Yeah.
1 month together, 1 week in each person's country. The 4 of us.
Are you gonna take him to Iraq?
I would love to.
That's sick though.
I would love to.
We are
the
going.
shock in your face.
I was like, huh?
We are going.
Well, I want to go there.
Nah, we are doing that for
Oh
sure.
my days,
2
man.
years' time.
Yeah, nice. You're right though when you talk about Australia being so far away. Like it really is such an apparent thing when you start to think about how many of us come here and never go back home, but we
Mhm.
go everywhere else.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, exactly right.
like we'd rather, because of how much of an effort it is, we'd rather see the rest of the world than
Then
make the
then-
effort to
then-
go back
Exactly.
home or something
Yeah.
like that.
Mhm.
because it's like, yo, we're already here. If we're gonna spend this money,
Like-
let me at least see something different.
I think
And
it's.
that's
I
what
think
happens
we're
so much being here.
Yeah, I think we're only hitting the age now where we're like, yo, I would like to know what I missed out on. Because I think for a lot of our parents, especially for the people that ended up with relatives here and family and stuff, they're like, yo, why do you want to go to that country, bro? We left that place. Because they've already experienced it to its fullness. You know what I mean? They got to grow up there, they got to everything. So for them, they're like, yeah, hey, bro, let's go Hawaii, man.
Yeah. Oh,
Let's go
yes, sir.
Fiji. Let's go Papua New Guinea. Let's go all these places.
Why?
I don't know.
Why you got the, why you got the PNG
It's
there?
because
man?
no one says let's go Papua New Guinea.
Literally nobody.
You know what I mean? But they're like, let's go Thailand, whatever. But they're not like, yo, let's go. You know,
Yeah.
Eritrea.
My dad always, what did Eritrea do to you?
Nothing. But like, as in, they would be more excited to see the other places.
Yeah.
Nah, my dad always threatens us that he's gonna just go retire there, like all the time.
I don't think that's
in
a
Eritrea
threat.
and Sudan.
I think he's
No,
very
I
much
legit
making plans
No,
about how to do so.
Really, you know what the goal is.
100%. I think that's what the olds do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really do, and I'm
that's
just
But that's a
reading
very
that moment.
East African thing, though, I think.
Yeah,
The
to go
whole
back.
parents going back to like wanting to live
Because they love
there.
their countries.
Yeah.
and-
I should love it there. Yeah, like legit, everyone is still there.
yeah.
Do you think they love it theoretically or they actually love it?
I think
Like, because
I think I should love it.
like they get used to life in Australia and then they move back. Do you think they're still like,
Yo, I think a
this
lot
is
of them
what I
forget
missed.
they ain't got it like that anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't know how
Bro,
how much you have to hustle.
Yeah.
Bro, they
to
forgot
get
how much
the-
you had to break off boss man over here at the
Bro,
server,
yeah.
this guy at the place.
Bro, what? Okay, you have to fight this person to get the motorbike for the Uber or whatever. You know what I mean? Oh, they forget. Our parents forget. They do not
Bro,
have it like that
why's
anymore.
the bus late?
1000%.
Why the bus late?
My mum acts so bougie when she goes back,
Yeah.
like she's not from
Sunglasses
Eritrea.
everywhere.
Yeah, the
But-
white woman has arrived.
Literally.
I think the small things.
Yeah, it'll finish them.
It's not the major thing. The small things.
Inconveniences.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bro, it's the day-to-day life they'll be spun.
Yeah,
Mhm.
man.
They're used to order and another way of living now.
Bro, in Nigeria right now, NEPA, like the electricity company, they can take the power whenever they want, bro.
yeah.
That's,
You know what
that's
I'm
how it is.
saying?
Yeah,
Power,
that's all of
will
our
go.
countries, bro.
Yeah.
And you're just there now the rest of the afternoon twiddling your thumbs, bro, playing Uno. Come on, man.
Basically. No
What's
more
going on
Candy
here?
Crush for you.
That's what I'm saying. See what I'm saying? They do
That's
not have it
hilarious.
like that anymore, I'm telling you.
I'm very curious to see how they would handle that, though.
My dad loves it. It's like he's gone back like 20 years. Like he looks so much younger. The food's fresher for him,
Oh.
all of that.
Mm.
He's literally a whole new person.
Because the things in which we're talking about right now, I feel like they actually gonna do enjoy that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I remember I went to drop my dad off at my uncle's house not too long, a couple of weeks ago. And then even the way they're just chilling, like they're just chilling in a nice garage, no TV on, no music on, just circle. Some of them are playing this, they're just chatting. It's like, you know, even if they go back home, they
It's
can
a
still
sense
go
of
off and do
community,
that.
yeah.
You know, whereas for us, I guess it might be different. Where
Yeah, but then they get in their nice cars and drive on nice straight
Now,
pavement.
what do you mean? But that
Back to the house, turn the heater on, and pass out.
What do you say? My pops called me. Hey, I'm ready to go home.
You get me?
I have to come here.
They forget when they get there, man. All right, big man, ush. Put the bag on, get the suit, and start walking.
Hey, it's a big hotel that he run.
Heated seats, please.
Yeah, man. They're not built for it.
Everything.
They're
Come
not
on.
built for it, bro.
Do you guys have like I feel like it's more a men thing with ethnic cultures, but like a board game that the guys play?
Oh, yeah.
What's your ones?
Do you say specifically guys? It's family as a whole, I would say.
Oh, it's family as a whole?
Just like
From
Ludo.
what I've seen,
Ludo.
Oh,
it's
not
Ludo?
Ludo.
Yeah.
What a Nigerian.
Ludo
I
Nigerian
said
thing.
Ludo.
You know
Wait.
that's big for us as well. Like,
Wait, hold on.
Hey,
my
Ludo
mom
bangs,
used- my mom
man.
used to
Ludo's
stop
a
Oh,
by-
you
During
ain't playing
COVID
Ludo? What are you
During
playing?
COVID time. Oh, I don't know. My family weren't really board game kind of people.
No,
But it's not even a
no
family
conversation,
thing. It's
yeah.
like
Oh.
a cultural
Culture.
thing.
Culture. I really don't know what Eritreans.
Yeah,
Nah,
man.
Ludo was
She got
big.
banned.
When I
forgot.
grew up, like during COVID time,
Yeah.
Ludo was big.
Wow.
Yeah, because Ludo
Not
online.
even childhood time.
Wow, only
Oh,
2 years.
online. Oh my gosh. You didn't even do the.
That's the
Wait,
worst.
Ludo
You
online?
didn't even
I
do
did-
the.
I-
Whoa.
Wait, Ludo online?
You didn't even do
Ludo
the two
online.
roll.
Ludo online is what you're talking about.
No, I've played the board game too,
Ah.
but playing Ludo online, cussing your friends across the world, best
Yeah,
thing
because
ever.
of that. Yeah. I let you slide.
I've
I let you
experienced
slide.
that
Yeah.
one.
What's Sudan's one? Oh, South Sudan.
Um,
Sudan.
There's this game. I feel like you know.
Cards, Adwamia.
Our Kaz goes crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kaz was. I think Ludo came. I think Ludo's not so much of the. I think we're Ludo. You know, when I say we, I'm talking about like the young cats.
Okay.
Yeah.
They are
Is
more
it?
into
Nah,
Ludo.
man, with
yeah.
my parents, bro, back in the day.
Yeah, nah, the older ones, nah, my dad. Yeah,
He's talking about his
Kaz.
country, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, and there's this one more game. I forgot what it is. I gotta search it. It's not like Dominoes. Is it Dominoes?
Just Dominoes. Yeah.
It could be
Could be.
Is it the one on the?
Literally just
like
Dominoes.
the table with the circles. Backgammon.
Nah, I think
Ours is backgammon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
heard the
that's
name.
what
I
I
don't know what that is.
Yeah, describe that one. I want to see.
It's you have 2 dice and you're basically trying to move all these circles from like this place around the board this way.
Oh,
to
Ludo.
your thing.
Yeah.
It's grown up Ludo.
Yeah.
That's actually very accurate description.
Oh,
yeah.
Zamo
yeah.
Ludo.
Literally.
Gosh, man. Nah, yeah. The one, I think you're literally just talking about Dominoes.
Maybe it is
Where they
Dominoes. Yeah,
literally
yeah,
just put
yeah.
them together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on
I've
the
seen them
board.
played a lot.
Mm.
Yeah. In fact, yeah, when I dropped my dad off, they actually had it there.
Bro,
That and cards. I don't know what kind of card game, but it's on the table.
with Dominoes as well. Yeah. Hey, man. There's these pockets of childhood that we actually, these little things that we don't do anymore, that we don't transition into how we,
We just do
what
it
community looks like. I don't think we do it in any kind of
Yeah.
capacity like that anymore.
What do you
like,
mean?
Like as in maybe we still do. But
It's just very
but-
different.
We're not around our parents in that community sense anymore.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because like Domino's is a good example. Like I have core memories of, like my dad with one of his best friends. Like they're just playing and a bunch of other guys. Like they're playing, bro. These guys like just smack the thing on the table.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
and and I'm just like, oh my god. Like
But-
we're not like that with those games.
But
Like,
to
we're
be
in our
honest,
own culture now.
Well, what's equivalent to Dominoes for us is like FIFA.
Uno.
Yeah,
Okay,
true.
yeah.
FIFA as well.
FIFA, Uno. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I was gonna say FIFA and stuff would probably get
like
people
G'd
more
up
Yeah,
like
together.
that,
yeah. Oh, look at you. You know what I mean? Uno, yeah, that's a big one as well, actually.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Maybe it does.
So
actually still exist.
it is there, but we just do it differently, and we just
But we're not doing them whole parties. that we
Oh,
used
the
to
whole
have back
party,
in- You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
the
We're just not at that. We don't
the
know
community
yet.
hall parties, bro.
We don't know yet. We're not at that stage.
but it would
Nah, wait, but we're throwing events every other weekend, bro. But we can't do one simple hall party.
Our whole party is caramel Sundays.
You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, it doesn't hit the same. Like, you know the ones where,
These people are gonna start coming with their kids, bro.
bro, that's paid. I just remember when aunties would be there, boom, boom, with
Bro.
the elbow,
I would actually
stirring
love,
up the
So
pots.
basically, you just want women to struggle.
Oh,
Nah, see,
yeah, that's crazy.
we've done another
Wow.
narrative.
That's what it
This is too.
Why
narrative.
you say woman?
You said it, not
Wait.
me.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's what used to
that not
happen
what we're
back in the
saying?
days. But now, but in this one now, I'll be there whipping it up too. I'm happy with that. But like that vibe that we used to have, where
Bro,
we'd have someone for no reason,
Nah. Okay, imagine the
and all the kids are vibing.
right now. Imagine the whole party, but it's all the dads cooking. Not the same.
Nah.
No, no one's saying that
Not
needs to be the
same.
case.
Not the same. Not
okay,
the
still
same.
on good
definitely
edible
the
food.
same. Yeah.
But like just
It's not
that,
that
you know,
tastes
Be
good.
snacks
them
on the
vibes,
barbie.
bro.
Literally.
Snacks on the barbie and packet of snakes.
Literally.
Bro, we actually need a nice whole party.
Because in my mind, I feel like we had those for no reason. But I think there were definitely birthdays.
Should we
I think
throw one
things
for
were
no
different
reason?
in the
No,
north.
we should actually do
Things
a whole
were
party.
okay. Yeah, why? What was going on?
I don't know. It was just like North Korea, like really religious upbringing. I did not have no whole parties for no reason. Weddings, yes.
Wait,
What do you mean?
Wait, you didn't go to any whole parties? Is that what you said?
Like even like people have like a like there was a birthday or something and they do a
Birthdays?
big one.
I went to a religious Islamic
big,
school.
big.
There were
Oh,
no
man.
birthdays.
Yeah,
Nah, I was loving them whole
Yeah.
parties. With the parents cooking, the kids running
Yeah.
around, everyone comes inside the
God.
whole good music. Yeah, nah.
bro.
We need that.
Can we jump in? I don't know if you're comfortable. The whole Islamic school thing.
Yeah.
What was that experience like? Because was it positive for you? Would you send your kids one day to like an Islamic school?
He's like, let me know.
No. The reason why real quick, I
Yeah.
thought of a funny video. I don't know if you guys watch Philly and Chang's podcast with the hot darkest man there.
Oh yeah.
And then
Oh,
they're talking about how you
how
meet
he
your
met his
wife.
girl.
Yeah, he found his wife in
They were
Islamic
like,
school.
and then Chang is like, Islamic school, trying to see
Man
what's
said,
doing.
man trying to learn the Quran,
and
some man trying to see what
going
going.
I was finished, man.
Yeah.
You about to say, sorry,
um,
carry
no,
on.
no.
I was actually talking about this yesterday to someone, like, because she sent her kids to that same school. Honestly, experience wasn't the greatest, but I feel like I made the most out of it. Like, I feel
Okay.
like I was that kid that the teachers couldn't hate. Like, I would create chaos, but you can't hate me. That was basically
You know them kids
my
where
life.
like they're
You know-
peas,
no,
yo, but it's like yo,
I hate
that
you
was
as a
creative.
student. I like you as a person.
Yeah.
that was me.
that was-
That was me.
yeah.
So they couldn't really do too much, and like I didn't get expelled for doing anything I did. So that was a plus.
You got expelled for something you didn't do?
No. Like
Oh, you didn't
I
get
was like,
expelled.
yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah,
expelled.
yeah.
Like I could have
Yeah.
for several things,
Right.
Yeah.
but they love me. So for me, would I take my kid if I knew like my kid's personality, if they were able to handle it? Because
Yeah.
that school is tough,
Okay.
like on everything. Because
Okay.
they've created like an entire bubble that is
Oh.
very different from outside of that community. So if that child is able to handle like both, you know, that kind of like really strict upbringing and also like at home,
Jungle, yeah.
you know, bit more chill, then I wouldn't mind. I'm grateful.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair. Like this is just genuine curiosity. Like with a religious school like that, yeah. Like, let's say, I'm guessing it was a requirement to wear the hijab.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you required? Like, if you didn't wear it outside of school, would that be an issue at school if they found out?
The only time, because they used to always like tell me off, like, or have talks with me. Oh my god, you're playing the boys too much,
Yeah.
like you know, being a tomboy and stuff. The only time I think we did something for Halloween. I don't know why in Australia.
Honestly, yeah.
We just felt like being absolute like a nuisance to the
There's
entire
two double whammies. Muslim and then in Australia as well. Doesn't even make
Honestly, and
sense.
trick or treating to Muslims. Like our brains were not.
They knocked on the door. Uncle came out and said, I know your dad. Go home.
I think that was the only time that it came into play where they were like,
This is
where
what
they
was going
spoke to
on.
us about something happening outside, and they're like, "What's going on? Are you confused?"
That bubble thing's an interesting one because actually I have a Islamic school right near my house, but I actually never seen anyone in like within the community just regular. So I'm like, oh, it's
Yeah, they can bring from out.
coming in, yeah, from and like maybe this is the only one within a certain radius or something. So a lot of people from different communities are coming in, but I'm like, I actually don't see people about just regular in the streets, like going on walks or whatever at the shop. I'm like, wait, where's everyone coming from, bro?
It's like, where are all these Muslims coming from? Muslims are infiltrating my area.
Because I'm like, I remember I'll be driving home and then like the streets backed up because there's a lot of people at this school.
So he's sick and tired of Muslims in his area, basically. But
These immigrants, man, bro. But I'm just like, oh wait, no, where's everyone about on the regs?
we moved from Springvale to the north
Yeah.
for that school.
Right,
Oh,
yeah. So
wow.
it's
So,
really
yeah.
not just about here.
Yeah, and I appreciate it, like for what it taught me and stuff like that. I don't think I would have like the certain knowledge that I do about my religion or like respect for it without it. So I get why parents make those kind of sacrifices.
Is it hard being like? I don't know. I just made a massive assumption. Like I made an assumption in my mind that you were kind of challenging things at school and all this kind of stuff. Was that true to an extent?
Yeah, like I would be fighting the principal to allow like women in the mosque and stuff like that. So that was something I was trying to push for,
Okay.
like from like grade 4.
Okay, cool.
Like literally.
Is it like tough growing up in a society, like as in a micro society where you're like, I believe this, but it's not what I'm seeing outside of this place, and you know what I mean? And just like this kind of thing where you're like, I believe the same things you believe, but why are we so different?
Yeah,
You
trying
know
to
what I mean?
navigate those.
Because I didn't go.
differences.
I'm a Christian, but I didn't go to a
Mhm.
Christian school. Like maybe 6 months in New Zealand. That was it.
Mhm.
You know, and that was primary school. It's just like I don't know what it's like to be in a place where it's like, yo, I believe the same thing as these people, but y'all are really pissing me off.
Yeah, no, the thing is,
Yeah.
it's because I was so confident in myself and what I believed in, and that my like religion gave me all my rights. So it's like when they weren't showing me that, it's like, why the hell are you guys lying to me? Like, let's do this. Like, okay, why aren't women allowed in the mosque? What's going on? Like,
Okay.
even like before the foundations were set, like I was setting like meetings with the principal trying to sort that out
That's cool.
from like grade 5.
Yeah,
So
I'm like, that's mad. From that age as well. I'm just.
From grade 5,
Can you
yeah.
picture being a grown ass man?
They call?
Being told off, yeah.
Mister, is Mona annoying at home?
Because
she's
over here,
annoying you.
yeah.
Annoying here. Yeah.
So what was the outcome of that?
I think
Expelled.
now, no, they would never. But now, I think they're allowing women in the masjid now. So,
Look at it, she started.
and not in my lifetime, but
Yeah.
the next kids.
Yeah.
So,
So you finished off in the all girls school. So
Yeah.
like your education. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that also an Islamic school? The
no,
all-girls
no,
one?
no.
Okay.
It might as well be with the amount of Iraqis there. But
Wow, the immigrants.
I think
night.
that's why my dad was like, yeah, you go there.
Yeah, you can pass. Oh yeah, wow. Yeah, true. Wow, I didn't think of. There's not that many all-girls schools even in Victoria. Hey,
I shut down like a
Okay.
couple years after
school?
we left. Yeah.
What was the
reason?
The reason.
I think there were not enough enrollments. I think the
Yeah.
Iraqis moved
Yeah.
elsewhere.
That's too tame.
It's like that. What you about to say?
No, I was just gonna say, was there requirements that was needed in order for you to be enrolled in that school, the Islamic school?
Like as in, is that school like strict with the?
No, yeah, it tells like, oh, hey, I'm trying to enroll my child here.
They don't just allow any.
So yeah,
to come through.
I don't know if you can share it or not, but in
No,
terms of like
they're
what,
just pretty. I think back in the day when we even enrolled, you weren't allowed to have like a TV and stuff like that. Like they were super
wait,
strict.
no, have a TV.
No, this is like in the early 2000s.
Bro, iPad kids screaming right now.
Oh,
The
Now
parents
it's
are trying to
different.
take away the iPad. Like, no, I don't want to go to
wowzers,
school.
bro.
Now it's completely
Okay,
different,
yeah.
but like they were like completely
Pretty
very
strict.
strict
Yeah.
back in the day.
Okay, yeah. I mean, like, to be honest, that's way stricter than, in my mind, what Islam is in general. But like,
Oh, it was just their own culture.
it was their own culture, yeah. But the idea of like, yo, if I have a religious school, I should be strict about the religious requirements to enter this school makes
Not-
so much sense to me. Like,
Yeah.
like, because you know how there's always that discourse of like, oh, like, like for example, like this happens a lot with the Christian schools that I've seen here. It's like, oh, this teacher is suing because they got fired for not meeting biblical standards, and I'm like, it's a Christian school.
Mm.
Makes sense.
Like,
Nah, I
you know what I
mean-
mean?
There are a lot of non-Muslim teachers in the Muslim schools as well,
Why?
because I mean, people need to learn the curriculum.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
But that doesn't
like-
make sense.
They give them like requirements in terms of like dressing modestly and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it gets up-
teachers are needed.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess,
like
yeah,
there's
like
actually
chemistry is
scarcity
chemistry.
regard,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I hear
I
that.
remember hearing on some pod or something like that, a guy was doing like a CRT, so replacement teacher,
Yeah.
for a day in a Muslim school. So meanwhile, this guy brought a ham sandwich, bro. at lunchtime,
He was just
bro.
trying to start something.
No, he didn't
was-
deep it. He didn't
Nah. Nah, he was trying to start something. He was trying to start something.
God, he was. Oh snap! My bad.
Bro, you know what the
And in
crazy
the middle of
part is?
Ramadan.
He could have said nothing.
Yeah.
No one would know.
Nah,
They think it
man.
was salami.
Oh, salam. Okay, yeah. Bro,
But he had to mention it.
finish it, man.
Probably did it in
Wow.
Ramadan too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how.
I'm wondering, I'm wondering even how different that would be for like, because we went to Catholic high school. But even I remember that at the beginning, I was like, oh, there's actually some Muslims within the Catholic high school. They didn't stay the whole time.
Yeah.
6 months they said, wait, bro, 6 months they're like, hold on, you think we gotta pray every morning? Nah.
But
In the morning, the horror is always,
because I remember I was shook when we started. I was like, wait, how is this working out? But
I
obviously,
think
they're
because
not
parents
moving on.
just choose if the school's like really good academically,
Yeah, I
they just
think that's
choose to
what
put
it-
them
yeah.
there.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, they actually
It's
focused
just
a
that
lot on
Muslim schools would never allow.
Never allow that to happen.
100%. 100%. And I think, I'm not going to lie, I think that's something that I'd never appreciated like I'm like, why would you disadvantage your own child in a sense where it's like, you want them to be raised this way, but then it's like, why would you put them in an
It
environment
confuses the
that
child.
confuses the child? So
1000%.
we have, it's a bit different. We are like, I know these people. It's like, it's a Muslim guy married to a Christian woman, and they had kids. Blah blah. Yeah, it's confusing. They sent them to a Catholic church, but the pops was like, yo, I don't want them to do mass at all every week. You know what I mean? At the
So
school.
Catholic school, do you mean?
Catholic school.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Church.
Oh, Catholic school. Sorry. Yeah. So they enrolled them in a church. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on here?
Nah, they enrolled in a Catholic school, and
Yeah.
he was like, I don't want them to do the mass. So like, they just sit outside during mass during their whole childhood and stuff. And I'm like, I get it on his end. Like, obviously, it's a bigger thing. It's like you know that inter-religion marriage is very, very.
Or could just
My
take the
primary
kids
school
off
in Springvale used to take me to church because I look like one of the Aboriginal kids. So I didn't wear a scarf. Like that. My dad told him not to, but I used to just go.
It's high, you just pull up. Yeah. Can you imagine that? What you do today at school? Oh, you went to church. What?
Dad, have you heard of praise and worship? It's kind of lit.
Goes off, man.
One time he asked me, and I told him, and he's like, "Huh?"
Out here singing
Bro,
oceans.
this is literally like the Chunks thing when he was leading choir, and his dad's like, "You
Yeah.
can't do that. You're Muslim." And he's like, "Really?"
That's so wild.
Yeah.
That's in the prayer and worship. Oh man.
All right.
Well,
that's
though, I
awesome.
remember it's crazy. It was like how much we've changed because in public school, I remember my first public school I went to. Sorry, that's my only public school. No, yeah, my first public school I went to.
Public school.
Yeah, my primary school, my first primary school.
Oh yeah.
There was religious like studies
General.
in
Yeah,
primary.
general.
Yeah, no, not general. Like it was Christian.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, but
I feel like I remember that.
Back in the days,
Back
this
in
used
the
to be
day,
a
I feel like I
thing.
remember.
Yeah,
But if you ask anyone in the UK that grew up not like up to the mid 2000s, anyone can sing a bunch of hymns. That was just
Yeah.
public school thing.
Yeah.
A whole world in his
Facts.
hands.
Nah,
all
yeah,
that
that's
stuff.
crazy. In
Yeah.
public school,
We
yeah,
actually
this used to be
had
a thing.
RE as a-
There was
as a
RE as
subject.
a subject in public schools at a point in time. Must have been honestly when we were in like grade 2, 3,
Yeah.
probably finished.
I think
by,
that's why my dad took me out.
it was getting serious.
Said no.
But yeah, I was like, damn, there was actually a point in time where public schools even had this, and then now it's really only
And
the
then selective.
schools, and then
Yeah.
even now the selective schools themselves that are based around a certain religion. It's like how strict are they even on those things nowadays? Even now, you know what I mean? I do commend the Muslim schools or the Islamic schools in that, because I was gonna say like even this year, I think I've said it on the pod recently as well. Seeing how a lot of Muslim people around me went around Ramadan made me very bold as well. As a Christian too, 'cause I was like, bro, people are really just out here boldly
Yeah.
proclaiming what they do and like this is about, and then now even going to the step of like taking time to educate people on things. And I saw that, I was like, yo, why am I not speaking
Said he's not
confidently?
going to allow a Muslim to outpray him.
And the new narrative is now, bro, I got beef with the Muslims.
Oh, man.
But you know what I mean? I was like, oh wow, yeah, like people are really standing firm on what they believe and holding on to
Taking
it.
my area, outpraying me.
I got beef. But yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
it's a very interesting thing
100%.
around that
Yeah.
time this year. I was like, oh man, yeah, all right. Let me be confident and bold as well in my own kind of
Yeah,
way too.
as you
ultimately,
should
too.
be.
Yeah. No man, there's interesting schools, yo, for sure.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what can we look forward to come from your camp, from yourself?
From me, well, of course, more travel
Yeah.
stuff, content
Just
happening.
rubbing it in people's faces.
Yes, you guys are stuck here. I'm out. No, I'm joking. More of that, inshallah, and starting my own little brand
Dope.
within makeup. So watch out for that.
Very exciting.
That's dope.
Is that a next year thing? Or what?
Yeah, that's the next year.
Goddamn, bro. This year, there's only a couple more weeks.
Well, you
Hey,
want
bro,
me
you
to
don't know.
set it out
Hey,
for
man, you don't know.
December?
She could be working on it. The launch could be next week. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's dope. That's dope.
Oh,
Look
my
out for
days,
that
man.
then. Exciting
Yeah.
stuff.
That's proper dope. Thank you for coming through, yo.
Yeah.
Thank
This
you
was
for having
fun.
me.
Thank you
Love
for
it.
traveling, catching that flight to come chop it up here.
Countryside.
Yeah,
In the
all the way to
countryside.
Japan.
Yeah, oh, in Japan. Carlos made it
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah. Mama is doing some activity.
Oh my goodness, man.
Hey. Thank you for joining us for another episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this around.
Yep.
Head to step1.live/the disruption and get yourself some underwear. Live show. Get your tickets.
Come on.
You're welcome to come if you like.
I would love to.
Don't say if you
April,
like,
December.
bro.
I've never been to a podcast live show.
To be
I've
honest,
only heard of the UK ones.
yes,
but-
that's
Nah,
the
yeah.
thing.
That's
There's not
nice.
many here, and we're trying to pioneer something a
Yeah,
bit.
we've
Let's
already
start
done one.
something.
We did one in 2021. So
That was 100th
pioneers, I
episode.
don't know. I think first to do it.
During
I don't know.
COVID.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We were definitely
We
the
had the
first.
window.
In our niche, we were the first in.
Oh, yeah, we know. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had the window. We had
I
the,
like
the
that.
small
Yeah, there
little.
was a window.
you know,
Yeah, small window. Good
I
crowd.
think it was July 4th, I think it's specifically.
Yeah, something
something like that.
Something like that.
I think
sounds
that's what it was.
right.
Yeah, we
That
had
sounds
that. And then we snuck in there, man.
Yeah.
Now we do, man.
But yeah, make sure you get your tickets. The show's only 2 weeks away now. It's 75% sold. No, 99% sold.
Yeah, I
out.
think 99% now.
We'll catch you guys next week. Peace out.
Love.
Yo.
Yeah.